Yes, sir.
So cool, so cool.
Yo, we gonna get spicy out the gate.
Ari,
Yep, I am.
now you always spicy though.
No, I'm not.
You caliente.
I have tendencies.
Yo, we talked about that the last pod though. Like, nigga, you talk shit, fam.
You do be talking shit.
Yeah, in real life.
I mean, it's a thing. Like,
No, we was talking about like when you rap though.
No, I'm talking about real life.
All forms of you talking shit matters.
No, I'm not.
Damn.
Nah.
Damn.
That's not real.
Yo, what's
Hey,
up?
bro.
What's up, Fab?
Hey, Bo.
What they do, fam?
It's not a real thing. You're exaggerating. You're imaginating. Yep, that's a new word. Imaginating.
Nice. I like when people make up new words.
Yeah, it depends on how it sounds to me.
Like it gotta.
Some of them
dope,
sound dumb. Yeah.
But made up words?
Some of them, yeah.
I mean, but all words, to be fair, all words are made up. But
I mean, whatever. That's not the point.
No, I get that, but I was going to expand on what I was saying. But, you got it, friend.
That's that spicy shit you was talking about.
No, not yet.
You know what I'm saying?
No, not yet.
What's up, Biddy?
Hey, Biddy. Special space.
Yo, and I feel like I can make these comments because of the people that happen to comment on the live, I can get away with these comments that I'm about to make.
Okay.
Hey, be careful. You might get canceled, fool.
No, it ain't that. It ain't that type thing. But like if my one homeboy was listening, I wouldn't hear the end of it. But it's cool.
I was about to say some crazy shit, but I'm not gonna do that.
When did
this guy tweeted, last night I walked into a restaurant and was told to put on a mask. And I said, oh, right, of course. And I put on a mask because it's just a mask. And I'm not a stupid fucking whiny chip on shoulder performative nonsense, dirty diaper grievance, baby.
Dirty diaper grievance, baby. That is a funny fucking statement.
Wow.
Damn.
That's
oh shit.
It's so seldom that you hear a story with a happy ending.
Yeah.
That
was nice. That was
unfortunately, unfortunately, it's an episode. It's not the series.
Right.
This series is gonna end bad.
Oh,
yeah. Like I've been telling people like, yo, this shit is far from over, and it's been far from over, and I'm just mad at people.
It's already
it's over.
Kicking back up. It's
not bad.
Yeah,
it's over, but it isn't that.
Yeah.
And trust me when I tell you, please trust me when I tell you, it's not the virus that's killing people.
Yeah,
that's not what's doing it.
That's not what's doing it. It's people not like, you know, when I was saying people are like, oh, love thy brother shit, da da da. They always say that, but not when it fucking counts.
You're not actually doing it.
They don't believe
not
at
all.
They don't believe that shit. But
they don't.
But guarantee you, the thing that we needed a vaccine for, we never got. Dunning-Kruger.
No, we do. No, I would argue that COVID SARS-2 is the vaccine for what we need.
Oh, damn.
that is hilarious. Wow.
I would argue that.
Yo, and Kobe was like, oh, you think I'm
argue against slightly different, then it would be a success story. Yeah, only slightly. Only 2 or 3 variables need to change.
What do we call that though? Back in the day, Eddie, that was the Darwin Award.
Facts. Yeah, Darwin Award. Yeah,
it was the Darwin Award.
Yo, because my thing is like, yo, COVID was like, y'all think it's a game? Oh, y'all got vaccines now. Check this out. I'm gonna mutate on y'all niggas. What's up?
Yo, see, the thing is, he COVID mutated not because
before that.
Yeah, it was before the vaccine even.
The thing about that, all that is, it's going to continue to do that, but not of its own volition, because of the thing that's really killing us. Because of the thing
that's viruses work. Viruses mutate.
Wait,
you have to get a different flu vaccine.
I had this dumb it's so hard sometimes at work,
right,
to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I heard this conversation The Trump supporter, matter of fact.
Hmm.
Now she's not anti-vax. She's not.
Oh, okay.
Yo,
But-
most of them aren't.
Right.
It's just this one.
Yeah.
All that other, they got all that other shit. They got all that other shit.
She's not against this vaccine either.
Mhm.
She is just dumb. This is how the conversation went.
Explain.
It was when people really started talking about Delta and it's picking up and all that other stuff.
Mhm.
And she was like, "This is crazy." And somebody else was like, "What's crazy?" She was like, "It just doesn't make any sense." Normally, mind you, this is verbatim. Normally, when viruses mutate, they get weaker.
Wait.
Who told her that?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Who told her that?
I don't know.
This isn't
'Cause
about.
I've never heard that.
It's as close to random as random can be.
Like,
there is no rhyme or reason that we can just demonstrably measure to detect if it's going to get stronger or weaker until it happens.
yo,
Right.
viruses mutate for the exact same reason other creatures evolved.
Right.
It's literally the exact same reason.
Yes.
Except for the fact that because they split off fast, quick,
Mhm.
it happens over a short period of time.
Yeah. And they can get it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes they get it right.
Yeah, because every mutation and every evolution isn't like based on something to be better or worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just
like it's a gamble.
reacting to the environment.
Right.
It's reacting to the environment around it, which is why the less people that are susceptible to get it, you decrease the chances of it surviving around long enough to mutate into something that could be worse.
Yeah.
But again, what's killing us is not the virus. That's not what's killing us. And to be honest with you, I know they're going to put that on humanity's epithet, but it's not true. It's not true.
It's us. We're doing it because people are being fucking cowards.
People are dumb. Period. Dumb.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
they're dumb. They're dumb. Because I would argue, being willing to risk yourself to some of the bad outcomes that I've heard people getting from this shit, where you die in a hospital with a tube down your fucking throat.
Yeah. Rest in peace of my auntie.
I would argue y'all brave as shit because I ain't trying to do that.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to do that.
And the thing with my auntie, like she took every like precaution to not catch it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So like it wasn't her fault that she caught it. It's other people being wild. Because I remember what they was doing in 2020. Like people were wilding, you feel me? And then they started even wilding even more in 2021 because like they started getting more lax and all that shit. And unfortunately, she caught the shit and died.
Everything was predicated on a certain thing. Everything was predicated on a certain amount of the populace being vaccinated before a certain time.
Yeah.
And I think what happened, one of the other things that happened was the opening and the opening of all the stuff, like making it wider open, happened faster than the amount of people that's what get vaccinated. Because actually, and a lot of us saw this coming, all the people that are already going to do it, they went out and did it.
Facts.
So you saw this surge in people getting vaccinated, right? Saw this big surge. So it led some people who not thinking, oh, yo, we're going to do this in record time. No. The people that already have it in their head, they don't have a problem with taking the vaccine. They're going to rush and do it. But then after that, what you have left is those of them that don't. So then when they start saying, well, this week we didn't have quite as many people getting vaccinated. Yeah.
So it's over.
Yeah, the amount of folks that was waiting for this day to come is dwindling. The people that even back then during 2020 that was saying, I ain't taking no, they still not taking it.
Yeah,
they still not taking it. And then you had the other issue. People, you had to get, with some of these shots, you had to get 2 shots. They would go out and get the first shot, and that's it.
Dumb.
And that's it. They would get the 1 shot, that's it.
Dumb. They literally told you have to get 2 for these certain vaccines.
They told you a lot of stuff. Niggas ain't doing. Told my no. Just listen. When they first made it a law to wear a seatbelt,
yo,
the whining and
yo.
kvetching.
Yo, realistically, I hate. How can I do this? Because we're live. I don't really want to put a certain amount of energy out there, but the seatbelt thing reminded me of. Remember, I hit you up and I told you that someone's son died in a car accident.
Oh damn! Yeah.
So, just thinking about what I'm hearing about the story, I couldn't imagine being him, given that just because just based on percentages, how percentages work,
right?
On top of the fact that he wasn't involved in what killed him, but he also likely, it has not been confirmed,
right?
Likely was not wearing his seatbelt.
Wow.
So it's like, wow, damn, yo.
Yeah.
Like I know. Nah, put your seatbelts on, people.
Yeah, because these things are preventable. You know what I mean?
Some of them are. Not all of them, but some.
No, not all of them. I'm just saying.
The accident itself wasn't preventable.
Right.
But the percentage of you being ejected when you have a seatbelt on is very low.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
And the percentage of you surviving when you're ejected is very low.
Yes. Right. Biddy says her daughter had it recently, and Biddy isolated for 2 weeks at home. She didn't get any symptoms and was surprised at that. She got her first dose 3 days ago. So let me ask you this, Biddy. What's the availability like where you live? Because that's another issue in some of these places where the availability ain't there.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think that's one of the, I think what you said by and large is true.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think there are like 4 or 5 potential scenarios that are outliers. One of those scenarios is the fact that when this first started, the people of means, they jumped the line.
Yes, they did.
That's right.
So, some of that trickle that we still have going is people that wanted to get it from the jump,
right,
and are just now getting their chance to.
Right now, what I read the other day was at this point we have so many, it's ridiculous. It's some of these other countries.
Yeah,
you know, and Biddy doesn't live here in the States, so I'm wondering what her availability is of the vaccine there. It's crazy, but I hate to say that I can't say with any sort of credibility that I'm surprised.
Not at all.
Some people are reacting to this shit. Like, I'm not surprised.
I mean, come on now.
It's America, fam. Like, they,
I mean, not even just that. People.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but people in America, we're going to American, like, all the time. That's the thing. We're never going to listen to shit. Like, the vast majority of people are not going to listen to the actual information that is going to help us.
It's hyper individualism, yo. It's hyper individualism that's plays a big part in this, because this idea that you don't have to you only need to look out for yourself.
Yeah,
you don't need to look out for the people in your community. And I will never understand that mentality, considering the fact, like, anybody that's lived in an area of the country that had to deal with hurricanes, massive flooding, really bad snowstorms.
We listen to that shit though when the government tells us that shit, or the news tells us.
My point was, people know it feels good to be able to have other people in your neighborhood there to help out. Like when we had that really bad snowstorm years ago, when I was living in Laurel, there was a old lady that was living across and down the street. Good morning, Bowflex. Down the street. Yo, she ain't had nobody. She ain't had nobody. So guess what? Me and my son made sure her shit was right.
Mm-hmm. That's how it's supposed to happen.
That doesn't benefit me
in any way.
As an individual in any way. I don't get any monetary compensation for it. My health doesn't get better as a result of it. But the idea that the community, we need to look out for each other in these dire situations, does benefit me, because that narrative may one day help me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that hyper individualism shit here is one of the causes of people. Me.
Yeah.
Like that shit right there. That's one of the things that's going to kill us. It's not the virus.
Yeah.
it's not the virus.
It's the whole thing about people just like, oh, I'm American, I'm free, I could do what I want. They're literally like, Cartman from South Park.
Right.
Whatever, I do what I want. They are literally that.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Special Space says we have availability, but it gets sketchy when they start mixing vaccines and mixing locations and times. I just want the same vax from the same place twice, and it's hard as fuck. Yeah, I agree with that. And I actually felt like, because I knew a couple people had to deal with that too, where they got it from one place, and then they got scheduled to go to another place to get the second dose. I ain't have to deal with that. I went to the same place. Matter of fact, all of us did. All of us in this house did. Went to the same place to get it. The first one and the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Biddy said it was a walk-in clinic with 200 doses available. It was the second clinic they ran. The first one was overcrowded. She was in the queue for 3 hours. And it was a first come, first get it basis.
That's just stupid.
Yeah.
I got my shit at Walmart, and not luckily, but it was the Johnson & Johnson shit, so it's just like the one and done.
Yeah.
And remember they had like complications or problems early on.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen any like side effects or anything.
Well,
like
here's
that.
the thing about that.
You're not a woman.
Not only that,
it was like, only women.
Oh, okay.
And it was 6 of them.
And it was 6 of them.
And only one of them, it was terminal with one. And even after they went and did the little recall and checked over the data and all that, they still didn't find the connective tissue.
Yeah.
Right.
So what happens is
it was happenstance.
Yeah,
it's a no-win situation too, because if the press don't report on it, people grab that and go hiding it.
Right.
But if the press do report on it, it kind of hyperinflates something that in people's mind, since the press says something, then it must be because of that. And then they not as loud with the follow-up.
No
follow-up, they're not as loud.
I never heard them resume. I knew it happened.
Right.
I never heard about it.
Right.
Just how it goes.
That's how
the only thing that happened with me is like my arm hurt. Like,
I mean, it's a vaccine. That's
no,
vaccine.
but normally,
what I'm saying is
normally when I get vaccines, my arm doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because I get flu shots and all that shit. But this one, like, I tried to get up to go to work that morning. My body was like, nah, fam, we ain't doing that.
Right. No, my point isn't that all vaccines will do that to you. My point is all vaccines have a possibility to do that to you.
Yeah.
They're literally stabbing you in the arm.
So they stab you in the arm
with
relatively foreign shit to your system.
Right.
There are going to be side effects potentially.
Right. No, I get all that.
Here's the other thing about that for those that are on this. My natural immunity. Your natural immunity does the same thing.
Your natural immunity is buckets.
It literally does. Listen, when the foreign pathogen enters into your system, and your body starts trying to grow these antibodies to fight it, that fight will fuck you up. That's why you feel bad. You feel bad because your body's trying to fight that off. So it's literally giving you symptoms of the antibodies, just like the vaccine is going to give you symptoms. Why? Because it's helping your body get cell memory beforehand. Beforehand. So it's not like, oh shit, they bum rushed the gates and we wasn't prepared. No. Hopefully, the way it's supposed to work, you have this cell memory that will, once you are infected, I know what this is. Your body goes, I know what this is. And they already know how to do the antibodies to take care of it. But again, trying to explain this to people.
Oh, no, I refuse.
Hey, yo,
I'm not doing it.
So to speak on James, what he was saying earlier with the Trump lady or whatever, the MAGA lady, I was at my job and these girls were talking about the vaccine, and then one of the girls like, well, even if you get the vaccine, like you could still catch COVID. So and then the girl, like the girl that she was talking to automatically was like, well then fuck that. I'm not getting the vaccine. I'm like, yo, you're just dumb. Like the girl wasn't telling you that shit to scare you. She was just letting you know, like, yo, this is how the shit works.
This is actually really good, a good conversation to have, because there are times when you really don't know what to say to motherfuckers, because even though what you're saying is absolutely the truth, they're going to take it and run with it to a degree that's just not what you mean.
People don't understand that percentages. Right. That's really what it boils down to. People don't understand percentages. If I say that you have a 99% chance of something happening and then it doesn't happen, you call me a liar.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works.
I never told you it was guaranteed.
Right.
That is not what I told you.
Right.
But for some reason, that's what you're stuck on. Why? Because you don't understand percentages.
Right.
And also, it seemed to me that people are using a different standard for this they never used for anything else. Like they say, oh, hey, listen, if you get vaccinated, you still can get sick. Hey, yo, if you get vaccinated with the flu,
you can still catch the flu.
Get sick. What are you talking about? Also, when you said earlier about percentages, so they saying they normalized the flu shot to them, right? Mm-hmm. That's normalized. That has between 40 and 47% efficacy. Right. These are up in the 90s and 80s and 70s. And it's like, but trying to explain that to people. One thing I will say, as much as I ain't down with the whole explaining that to motherfuckers no more, because I learned my lesson.
They ain't trying to hear it.
Motherfuckers is dumb. Yeah, I learned my lesson.
Ain't trying to hear it.
But people do need to be called out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
They need to be called out for it because that shit's ridiculous. It's absurd. And in this particular case, your ignorance can not only get you killed, you could kill somebody else with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want the Darwin Award yourself, cool.
Yeah,
I'm not in the running for the Darwin Award.
This isn't that situation, though.
Nah.
Fam, I literally said that.
Made aware of that.
I literally said that.
That's
in
not how that
Goofy.
shit works.
I was like, it's goofy. Like you guys are getting you're gonna get other people killed, and you don't care. You know what I mean? Like that's wild.
And it's something else about this whole topic that we talking about that I've noticed from people. So ordinarily, from certain people who are the whole, I tell it like it is. They from that mob, right? A lot of these people are very hesitant to piss off the anti-vaxxers. Like they're hesitant now. Like, well, people got a right to do. Whoa, what? Because I know you, and I know you took pride in being someone just. I tell it like it is. But for some reason, like
I'm sorry. I have to ask. Why is that the voice?
That's all I'm sounding like to me. When people say stupid shit, they all sound like that to me.
Hold on, you mean like when you're reading their captions and shit?
No, literally when
I
hear them,
that they sound.
That's how they sound to me. Like that person might start out sounding the way they usually do, and then as soon as they say some stupid shit, it just comes in my head like, "What are you talking about?"
And but what's so funny about that? You say that like we do that with other nigga shit too, though. Like we read nigga shit, or we put a voice to it.
Facts.
That should be funny as fuck. And we all be coming up with the same voice though,
because it's the range.
Every damn time.
That shit's unhinged, Joe. Some of the shit they be saying is unhinged, Joe. So I hear it as unhinged. You know what I'm
saying? I can't fault you for that at all.
Bowflex says he gets an allergy shot weekly, 2 shots in each arm. The vaccine felt more like a peanut butter shot from boot camp. I remember those boot camp shots. I do remember that.
What are those shits like? What are those shits like?
Penicillin shot in the ass is not fun.
Nah.
And these
what the fuck you mean, nah? Nigga, no, you don't got I don't have this is
you don't gotta experience
that I don't need. Yeah. I don't.
Them motherfuckers telling you don't tense up.
Yeah. I don't fuck you mean don't tense up. How, nigga? Anyway,
because your gluteus maximus is a muscle. If you tense up,
it's nothing you can. Yeah, but it's
hey, yo, listen, I don't know shit.
I need to get as far away from this as possible. Let's start.
Yes, all right.
What's good, Devin?
What's up, Devin? Welcome, everyone, to the Black Culture Geeks podcast. This is my man, SPJ.
You.
And my other partner, Adequate.
You.
And I am Tombstone the Dead Man. And we are just a few geeks talking about pop culture from a black perspective. Facts indeed. So we have some things we want to talk about today, of course. You know how we give it up. It's the Saturday Morning Cartoon Network over here. Which is funny because we were actually referred to as such this past week.
Absolutely.
And that's fire. So that means that's official. We have look.
No, it's a thing.
It's a thing. Like so what they call that shit in video games? One objective fulfilled. Like that. That is the branding. That is the branding. But before we get into any of that, I do want to ask my compadres what was their week like.
Yo, I just listened to this is a complete sidebar. I just remembered that I listened to it just now. Toby
Maguire?
Toby Nwigwe. His music is so ridiculously unique that when you listen to it, it's like you can't even facts. You can't even like it's almost undeniable. Like literally, like if you don't like it, that's fine. But his shit is just so unique.
Yeah.
That like every time I see a video and I click on it, I find myself like just enthralled.
Yeah,
every time I watch,
different,
like really different, like in a good way to me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he be spitting that heat. What you saying?
That's a fact. I mean,
he
listen,
that man can rap.
But speaking of spitting that heat, one of the things I did this week, and here we go, is listen to Nas's new album.
I have not heard it yet.
King Disease 2.
I did hear the title. Yes.
And I have notes. All right, so let me first off this disclaimer.
This nigga over here taking notes.
Nope. This nigga taking notes.
This disclaimer to any Nas fans and stands in the audience. I would like to let you know. First of all, I have not finished listening to the album. I only made it through track 9 because I had something I had to take care of.
Damn that! You didn't like it.
No.
I thought he was gonna say like he stopped at 9 because that shit was a dub.
No, not at all. Also, all of the negative things that I'm about to say pretty much exist in like 3 of those songs.
Got you.
So this isn't. That's what I'm saying. This isn't me saying I don't like the album. Right. This isn't me saying I don't like the album. I want to put that out there because the way that I took my notes, because I had to do them a little bit shorthand. If I just read the notes, it would sound like I didn't like the album.
Wow, racing.
Right. All right. So just real quick. I don't know if he's being lazy or what it is at this point. Remember when X album came out, and I said about Nas, like, there are times when he'll say some shit that just doesn't follow.
Right.
And half of the time he gets away with it because that shit be hard. Like, even after listening to this album, my favorite Nas verse of 2021 is still on X's album.
Right.
But my favorite line is also on X's album, but it's a different song. He's on 2 songs on X's album.
Right.
My favorite verse is Walking in the Rain, but his line on Bath Salts that does not follow at all. But it's one of the hardest things I've ever heard in my life. Hate starts with H because H comes after a G. They never say it face to face. They say it after I leave. Nigga. Does not follow. That is not why.
No, it's
anyway. But regardless, getting back to this. Also, I don't want to hear a 50-year-old man rapping about being gangster. Now, to be clear, I'm not using gangster as a stand-in for tough or hard. Yeah. I mean, literally saying.
May I remind you that many of those Italian gangsters were in their 50s, still getting motherfuckers whacked.
That does not change. That changes nothing. That changes nothing. That changes literally nothing.
Your boy Martin Scorsese is in his 900s, still making
that is a yo. Speaking of, no, I'm not going. Nope, I'm not going to do that.
He's about to go down a rabbit hole.
Do it.
Nope. All right, so 2 lines in particular. One of them had to inspire them again like I didn't already. No, Nas. No, that is not what those words mean.
That's not what that means.
That is not how the fuck that works.
That's not. No.
Get it together.
Right.
Second line. This nigga like literally just straight up capping. My whole career, I steered away from features. Let me give you a short list of people who have featured on a Nas song. I did not count anybody in The Firm or Bravehearts. So okay, I didn't count Foxy, Cormega, AZ, Nature, Jungle, Wiz, Nation.
But you could have, and that still would have counted as features.
Yes, technically. But look, listen to this list. All right, it depends if you want to count Dre in The Firm or not, but I didn't for these purposes. So Dre, Mobb Deep, Lauryn Hill, Diddy, Scarface, Aaliyah, DMX, Ronald Isley, Genuine. That's just the first 4 albums.
Little Nas X.
Wait. That's before the year 2000. All of those people are before the year 2000. Now, a short list of people who have had Nas as a feature. Kool G Rap, Allure, Mary J. Blige, Missy, R. Kelly, Mariah Carey, J-Lo, Tupac, Jeezy, Beastie Boys. And that's before 2010, and that's only singles. What the fuck are you talking about?
Let me ask you this, though. Is he talking proportionately? Is he saying that he has so many
Here's
songs?
Here's the thing. I considered that as well. Because he's not giving us any fucking context. He's using absolutes instead of modifiers.
Only the Sith deals with absolutes.
So there are no modifiers. So I consider that as a possibility. But then I thought about it. Think about what I just said. That list of people who have been features on his songs, that is only 4 albums in. He has 15 albums.
Right. Yeah.
That's only before the year 2000.
Good point.
So when we go beyond that, I didn't mention Jay-Z. I didn't mention Game. I didn't mention Kanye West. There's a bunch of people still left that he has featured with or had them feature on his songs. What are we doing?
Well, he could have just said it the right way. You know,
it's Captain Nas.
What is the right way?
I can't. Before 2000, I didn't feature with a lot of people.
He still did.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna call him an ass.
I mean, he had features after 2000, but you know,
because I remember what was
like if you want to talk about
with Jigga,
if you want to talk about fucking Illmatic, all right, because there was only one feature on there,
right?
AZ,
yeah. But no, nigga, demonstrably no. That is not what the fuck happened. Like at all. All right. This is going to sound crazy, and I'll explain it if I have to. Him and Hit Boy is a winning combination. I know that one of the issues that people said about Nas for most of his career is he has horrible beat selection. Him and Hit Boy works. Hit Boy understands Nas. However, I hate Nas on trap beats.
Me too.
Yeah, it don't work.
So that might sound oxymoronic if you are just vaguely familiar with Hit Boy. But Hit Boy, I don't know if it's just for Nas, but Hit Boy has been doing beats that aren't just trap beats.
Right.
And those I love Nas on. The ones that lean way too more towards trap, I'm not.
I don't be liking it. But I mean,
Nas was even on a Little John beat.
Sense, but I don't even think.
Sure.
I don't even like his delivery.
Right.
The way his voice sounds.
It don't work for me.
I just not.
And then last but not least, he had Lauryn Hill on this joint.
I Rule the World.
No, on this joint.
Oh shit. She was on time?
Yo, listen. She killed her verse. I'm happy you said that. Because listen, no, I'm happy you said that because listen, she killed her verse, but she displayed a gargantuan lack of accountability for the late shit.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what the fuck she said.
Oh, she talked about it?
Yes.
I was just talking shit.
I know. So
you saying that Lauren, she killed the verse, so she wasn't off beat. like
no, she killed them.
Maybe they set her verse back a little bit too.
They might. Hey,
was
if
coming
they
in
fixed it
late.
in post, listen.
I
If they
thought she
fixed
was
it in
coming in-
post, if they fixed it in post, I don't know nothing about that. But what I got, listen. I was like, because it was the last song that I was listening to, and I had listened to the first two verses, and it was Nas for both verses, and I was like, I was about to get out the car, and then I looked at the radio and saw featuring Miss Lauren Hill. I was like, oh shit, I forgot she's on this album.
I gotta hear.
Let me stay and listen to. Yeah, let me stay. Oh no, she brava, but I'm saving souls and y'all complaining about my lateness. No. That's not how the fuck this works. I don't give a fuck what you think you're doing. You're showing a lack of accountability and a lack of care for your fans, because what happens is these people, you are mythical.
She's a unicorn.
You are a unicorn. You are the only. I feel like I can say this. And if you think of somebody, let me know. Right. You are the only artist that has achieved this level of legend with so little work without dying.
Yeah, facts.
You are the one.
I can't think of one offhand.
You are the one. So people go crazy for the idea that they'll be able to see you perform.
Right.
These people, and I'm not saying that this is a good idea for them to do, some of these people are spending hard-earned money that maybe they normally wouldn't have spent.
But because it's you.
But because it's you, they're spending. Right. So you reward them by potentially making them late for work the next day.
Mm-hmm. Like the same way she has a life, like, but we're common people. We have lives too. And
facts.
I feel like our shit is a little bit more dire than your shit, though.
Part of her life, though, is the performance. Like, that's something she.
That is a fact.
So she needs to take that shit seriously.
That is her responsibility.
Yeah. Also, you got just for me. That line is gibberish to me.
Yeah,
that line is gibberish. That line is, I'm saving souls and y'all complain of being late. To me, that sounds like, I'm catching leprechauns and y'all complain about. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. You're late and people spent money. Facts. And you're an artist and a performer.
Hard
emphasis on performer. If you was just an artist that just released music,
right.
That's something else. Don't want to have that expectation of you.
Isn't the people spending the money? Isn't that like a social agreement, like a social contract?
I think it's even more than a social agreement.
We pay money to see you at this certain time. You're
no.
That's more than a social agreement.
That is a binding legal.
That's a binding.
Okay.
This
is commerce.
That's
commerce.
They rendered their tender,
right?
Yeah,
for an experience.
Yeah.
An experience that has specific parameters,
right?
Which you didn't abide by,
right?
Legitimately. Now, I don't know if it would go through. I don't know if they would win. Legitimately, that could be a class action lawsuit.
Yeah,
no they should get all their fucking money back.
It could be. So,
but I don't like when
I hate it.
We give like these people because we find them special in a certain arena of endeavor, right?
Right.
So we give them these huge passes about being professional or human.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
B.
Yo, no.
Not I.
I'm not doing that.
Hey, yo, nobody gets no.
And I'm gonna still listen to your shit.
Yeah, you dope.
Cause that's mine.
And also, you actually fulfilled that end of the agreement.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's not what we complain about
at all.
Hey, yo, check it. I feel like Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. I might have this reference wrong, but you shall not pass.
No, that is Gandalf. Biddy says leprechaun looks around. But you ain't that short, Biddy. Well, maybe.
I mean, but that aside, this one sore thumb of a line, aside, yo, listen.
She killed it.
Listen.
I'm saving souls, y'all. A lot of them souls you supposed to save, they didn't.
They got fired.
That time.
They got fired the next day.
Right.
They couldn't get to work on time.
Good luck.
Too tired.
Good luck, tell Boogie.
But I legitimately there was a point in time where I was like, I'm not even here for it. Matter of fact, I might have said it on the show after one of the responses of her being late again to another. I was like, I'm not even checking for anything from you at this point. Like I have my memories.
That wasn't my last.
Yeah, I have my memories. And then she did this, and I was like, yo, you know what? Hey, big head.
I knew that was you stupid. You stupid. Yo, I knew that wasn't my last because again,
listen,
the part of her that we didn't have a problem with,
right,
was the delivery of the music. Yeah, even though that technically, let me kind of amend that a little bit. Technically, people wanted more from her.
Yeah, absolutely.
That she didn't do that part, but the stuff that she did give, like at the time when Lauren was out, she was like probably my top 2 that was currently rapping during her time. Yeah. And then she stepped away.
Yeah.
So
she started doing the uncut shit and whatever. Like what was that shit? It was like MTV.
The MTV Unplugged.
Yeah, Unplugged shit. Yeah.
But you know what?
No, that album was actually cool.
No, I fucked with
that. Yeah, that album was actually cool.
I fucked with that.
But here's the thing. I know I said this on the show. I don't know if it was an appreciation episode for Nas or what it was, but I said when I heard about I Rule the World and I found out Lauryn Hill was going to be on it,
right?
I rejoiced. Because what I thought was going to happen was
she was going to rap.
We were going to get bars from Nas and Lauren on the same song.
Right.
So when I heard about this one, I tempered my expectations because I said, you know what? She's going to be doing the chorus, and she's going to have the bridge, just like the last song, and she's going to be singing, and that's fine because
it works. It worked the first song.
Songstress. Right. Yes, she's an amazing songstress. That's not taking any away from her singing ability. However, there was something in me that wanted the other side of you. So when those 2 verses from Nas passed and there was no singing, I was like, hold up.
I might get some rapidy rap.
Don't tell me. Don't tell. Not like this.
No, you stupid.
And then the other thing I would say about Nas, the last thing, because he has a song with M on it on here, EPMD 2. So EPMD, no, I'm sorry, EPMD as well, but the name of the song is EPMD 2. So it's Nas, EPMD, and M. M's verse and Lauren's verse. Nas allowed both of them to just go the fuck off.
Right.
And I find that interesting. And I'm also appreciative of it. Like he just let them, like Lauren's verse is long as fuck. Like Lauren's verse is basically 2 verses.
Is it like comparable to our 2 words and I like just went off? It's comparable.
Yes.
To that? Okay.
Fucker.
I mean,
that is exactly how that goes. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how long M's is because the way M does bars, it might have just been me saying he's saying a lot of words, not necessarily that it was long.
I was about to say that because his bar structure, you may get the same amount of time, as far as the seconds that his bars take up on there, but he may have way more than 16 bars in there. Way more than 16 bars in there.
Yeah, but Lauren actually, I'm looking at the lyrics.
I haven't heard it yet, but I think that is the verse that's being discussed. That one right there.
Yes. I'm listening, not listening. I'm looking at the lyrics breakdown, and literally the space that Nas's verses take up is half that of the space that Lauren's verse. Matter of fact,
interesting.
I want to see if I can get away with something.
I don't think you can.
I think I can.
I never can. Look, when I do the Rise podcast, I get copyright every time. Every time.
But I don't think we've ever gotten one.
Okay, well,
over here. So I'm just gonna see. I'm just gonna see. Clearly, I'm not gonna play the whole song.
Right.
But I just because my biggest thing that I was happy about when it came on was her energy.
Right.
Because listen, I haven't heard Lauren spit for a minute, yo. I would like to see where she's at right now as far as her pen game.
Right. All right. So let me pull this up. All right, I think that's about right. All right, so let me share and see how this works. See if we'll get an email from the YouTubes.
Yeah, we blocking you from all countries until they did. Yo, I swear they did that with the Rise Show last week. Like it was blocked for 2 days everywhere.
They'll hit you like you violated.
Right. All right, let's see how this goes.
Place to be nobody. All my time is spent focused on my freedom now. Why would I join them when I know that I could beat them now? They put their words on me and they can eat them now. That's probably why they keep on telling me I'm needed now. They tried to box me out while taking what they want from me. I spent too many years living too uncomfortably, making room for people who didn't like the labor but wanted the spoils, greedy, selfish behavior.
All right.
Talking shit though.
Right?
She's talking shit.
I was like,
damn.
you
listen. And you gotta have an appreciation
echo
for
in. They did the echo in, and then she just went the fuck. I
peeped all that shit.
You gotta have an appreciation for shit talking. Listen, I've sprinkled shit talking through my discography, but definitely going forward, I'm talking shit.
Are you? Are you?
Yes. Talking shit.
As if we don't know.
No, listen. Ladies and gentlemen,
Devin said one must be careful not to offend the stream gods.
That is a fact.
Word.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can vouch that what Tombstone the Dead Man just said out of his mouth is 100% unimpeachable fact. We have this plan.
I can attest that is true.
Well, we have a plan going forward, and a part of that plan requires some things to happen, and some of those things have happened already. We just already know it. We time needs to happen.
Yes.
But we've been throwing things back and forth, and the things that we've been throwing back and forth, gosh.
Yeah. It's gonna get crazy.
Yeah.
Bowflex asks, Tombstone Deadman, should we expect to see more of you and Sci-Fi with his new moves? Well, I know Sci-Fi and I do plan on doing having some music together, like a song, maybe on one of his projects or something like that. We haven't narrowed down what that's going to be yet, but I think what SPJ is specifically talking about is there's going to be a lot more music, but it's going to roll out differently than it has in the past. For me, anyway.
Not just the rollout, the format as well.
And the format, the format, absolutely. And that's coming, and no one can stop it. No one can stop it. Y'all know I fucks with Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi is fire. He has a unique vocal projection, and he can do a lot of different things, like on a lot of different types of beats. So I fucks with that. I fuck with that energy that he has. We just haven't found the right song yet. That's all.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I have this is a very short one, which is something I don't understand. Maybe y'all can help me. Why the fuck? Could you think of any good reason? Why? All right, so you're on the 4th floor. Your destination is the 3rd floor. Why are you literally running to catch the elevator?
Wait a minute, say that again.
You're on the 4th floor.
Yes.
Your destination is the 3rd floor.
Yes.
You are in a room. The elevator's, of course, in the hallway.
Yes.
In order to get to the hallway, you pass the stairs.
That's what I was about to ask. Like, why didn't you?
Yeah, that's why I asked him to say it again.
I was going to ask if there was
stairs in the building. Okay, so it's not just me.
No, it's not just you.
Okay,
no.
Okay, all right.
No, I understand. Yeah,
I'm like, yo, why the fuck? Yo, did that just happen? Literally running, not like hold the elevator, walking a little briskly. No, jogging at least.
And you're going downstairs.
You're going down one flight,
one floor, yeah.
though. So it's not like if you had bad, your knees was just fucked up. Like I can't go up.
Right.
You're going down.
You're going down.
But they can't be fucked up if you run into the
You just ran to catch the elevator.
Like,
literally ran.
Damn.
Like what is going on here?
Yeah.
Now,
all right,
here's the $45 million question.
Did she catch it?
Did you trip her?
No,
no,
I did not trip her. God damn it! But yeah, that's my week. Because
your week. Yeah. What about you, Eddie?
My week has a plethora of things.
Oh shit,
but it's
a plethora of things.
I know that. Like, oh shit. Y'all know how I left my last job at Walmart and all that shit.
Yeah, they dragged you out with the police, and it was a whole thing.
Niggas wish they could, but whatever. I went there to see like about my check, like my last check and whatever. And so let me preface this with I need people to stop playing with me. Just like
okay, all right.
Stop making me like second guess myself and all that shit, making me think I'm tripping because I be knowing like I be right and niggas be wrong, right?
Wait, can I amend something?
Go ahead.
Shit.
You do have a tendency to trip.
No, I do, and I know that.
Okay.
I know that, and that's why, like, when I think I am, I'm like, all right. Well,
that's why you actually do the work of second guessing yourself.
But he prefaced that with
because
saying,
maybe I
could be tripping.
But maybe I was this time I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
That with
right.
Need to stop playing.
Like for real. So I'm like, yo, I got my direct deposit. That shit was like $12.95.
Right.
I was like, how, fam? Like, how y'all just paying?
You got $12.95,
fam. Yes, dog. Yes, I was livid.
I bet.
So I go to the Walmart and I'm like, I'm here to pick up my last check, because I called y'all before, and the old girl was like, "Oh, you got to come here to get it because we don't mail shit to people that like quit or whatever."
That's corny as fuck too.
It is corny. So I went there, and like I had all my work clothes on and shit, like my work uniform. Went in there.
The new job?
Yeah. It's just showing like you know, I was trying to flex on.
Yo. Adequate is the equivalent of the guy that goes around his ex fresh, drippy from head to toe.
Yes.
So yo, check it. So I get in there, and the thing I was trying to avoid was seeing my manager Tremaine. Like I wasn't supposed to say his name, but fuck him.
Fuck his name.
Fuck him.
I mean,
so Tremaine's the type of person. Whenever I would ask him a question, but he would turn his back towards me.
Yeah, yo, no, say his name. Say his name.
My thing is like, yo, bro, like I'm older than you, fam. Like you wouldn't do this shit to me outside of this job. Like I understand being the boss and all that shit.
He ain't the boss of you though. Not then.
Not ever.
Now you don't work there.
Not ever though. But all right, so check it. So I told the ladies in HR like what I was there for and this and this and that, and she was like, "Oh, what department did you work for?" I'm like, "Online grocery." She was like, "Oh, okay, give me a second." I was like, "Damn, I know that they're going to call this nigga if he's here." Lo and behold, 10 minutes later, that nigga's in the room. He's like, "How you doing, sir?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm good. I'm just."
Should have turned your back on him and then asked for your check. You should have literally turned around. Like, I just came in for my check.
I was Gene the fuck out of this nigga though, because he was like acting like all like he was actually being really fucking nice, which was surprising. I'm like, but you're not. You normally never have this energy for me.
It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. So I'm just like, nah. He was like, because I was like telling him like, well, my last check like got direct deposited. I only got $12.95. He was like, oh, well, we got to look into why it was that. I'm like, nah, like, but you get what I'm saying? Like, I know that y'all owe me money. And $12.95 ain't gonna cut it, bro. Like,
it's not gonna cut it.
I need my bread. Like, I understand. And then he was like, "Oh, well, we don't have the keys to the safe." I'm like, "Fam, how you a manager and you ain't got the keys to the safe for me to get my shit?"
He said he don't have the keys to the safe.
Yeah. So you know what I did? I said I left and I said, "All right, fuck it." I thought about. I was like, "Yo, I do get paid like 2 days earlier than everybody else because that's how my shit's set up." my TurboTax shit. No,
Fuck
but
that.
I was like, yo, maybe it was on me. Maybe I had something fucked up.
No.
Hold up, check me out. Lo and behold, yesterday, random as fuck, my sister goes to the mailbox. She hands me a letter. I look at that shit and I'm like, yo, this shit light, and it looks like it's a check. I open that bitch up. I'm like, oh, imagine fucking that. That's what I'm saying. People need to stop fucking playing with me. Because imagine if I would have snapped and not charged it to the game. Like, I literally charged it to the game. It was like, well, fuck, it is what it is. I got a new job. It pays better. So I just let y'all have that.
First of all, that should have never been your energy.
No.
I know. But it's but what are you going to do?
Well, there are things you can do outside of snapping.
Yeah,
like
what?
what?
For instance, you could have snapped his neck.
Well, no.
Don't you snap him.
No.
Same thing.
Or you could have had the Infinity Gauntlet and like
no.
Hey, it's things you could have done.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
those are not among them.
At all.
There are other things that you could have done with a
I'm not gonna lie though, I love the bad advice that Tune gives me though.
Clearly.
Just saying.
There are other things you could have done with a level head to get you further in your process. But
you could have stayed level head and
you could have gotten to someone that would have had that answer for you that, hey, no, it actually is in the mail. Like,
wait a minute.
That's what, see the thing
I got a question. So it took them 10 minutes for Tremaine to come. I said his name. Tremaine
say his name. Say his
to
name.
come out there, right? It took 10 minutes to come out there. So in that 10 minutes time, like they didn't tell you who they were going to get.
No,
at all.
They made me believe that they were going to go check to where the keys were, where the safe is and shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know Tremaine was going to come back into the HR room and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're back.
What you could have done?
They probably thought I was buns.
Oh, stop. Hold that thought for just 1 second, Addy.
Mm-hmm.
I just want there to be an alert for everybody to understand right now, so everyone is aware right now that SPJ just got up to get food. Now, why am I drawing that out and emphasizing that point?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's fairly
one reason because you petty as fuck.
I wasn't going to hit that reason right now. Listen, the main reason is because there are rarities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where during the hours of the show, I may
eat a donut,
take a bite of something, right?
Donut. Yeah,
you know,
rarities.
Look, he's hiding the food.
Rarities.
We heard the little bag thing is food.
I'm not trying to hide anything. At no point have I hidden food.
I just needed the people to know that you had food.
They were going to see me eat it. I'm about to eat it literally right now. Like, trust me, there are a few things that I am shy about. That is not and
bring attention to it because
one of them.
I feel like in 2021, we must take advantage of these teachable moments.
Word.
Okay. What is the teachable moment here?
So the next time someone accuses me of taking a nibble,
it's not an accusation.
Nigga, shut up.
What do you mean? Everyone saw it.
And hold up. And then another reason why I say people need to stop fucking playing with me. Because at my new job, I love my new job. Like, it's cool. The only thing that has me like mad anxious about it is the commute. Because like for some reason, South Carolina doesn't believe in like street lights.
Science. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that too. That's a fact. But they don't believe in street lights. So like I gotta be there at 6. So I leave the crib like around 5:15. So it's still, dark as hell, like while I'm driving and shit. So when I get to work, there was this older lady. I think she's probably like in her mid 40s, going to her early 50s or whatever.
Right.
She literally don't do shit. She act like she do shit, but she don't do shit. Like she like mostly talk to the managers and whatever. So
she gets paid to do that.
She don't. She's supposed to be doing what the fuck I'm doing. But the thing is, she complains about downtime. I'm like, yo, listen, man, that's easy money, fam.
That's it, wouldn't you?
Nah, it's easy money. You still gonna pay the same amount that you're supposed to be here to do nothing.
Yeah,
so
but
chill.
This what I will say. It's not a defense of her. This is just me personally. Like I will take downtime, absolutely, except for when I don't really want to be there, and that slows that clock up.
But my thing is this though. My whole contention with it is this. You can't sit here and tell me that, yo, I could be doing this at home when you're not
that's
at home
horse shit.
doing this. Like
That's
you're
horse shit.
you're
That's
not
horse
making
shit.
income just being home, because if that were the case, you wouldn't be here. So fuck on my
Yeah.
face. Like it's dumb.
Yeah.
And then during the end of my shift, like 3 minutes left, they sent me some boxes that were like, oh, discombobulated. So I was like, yo, I'm about to ban these shits and be the fuck out. She was like, oh,
Thanks for showing up, Bowflex. Have a
what's
good
good,
meeting.
Bowflex?
Peace.
She was like, yo, you're gonna let them send it out like that? I'm like, well, they brought me the paddle like this. Like it's like, and plus I get off in 3 minutes. I'm not, you stay here till 6. You feel me? I get off at 4. It's 3 minutes to 4. I'm about to leave. So I'm just banning this shit and be the fuck out. She's like, oh, well, all you have to do. I was like, I don't have to do nothing. I'm like, you can do it. Then Ma, do it. And then she like started arranging the boxes. See, this is all you had to do. I was like, cool.
Yeah, she was training you, yo.
Yeah, word. All right.
Look,
that's why I'm saying, like, yo, people need to stop playing with me. Like, just stop, please. It's for you, not for me.
I promise
like,
you, she has no intention on stopping playing with you.
Nah,
the
playing will continue. The playing will continue.
Nah, and I'm gonna just ignore her. Like, cause I literally said like less things to her than I wanted to say. Like when she said that, I just dropped the banner and put it there. It was like, okay, so I guess that means you're gonna do it yourself. And then she ended up doing it herself. I'm like, good job.
Awesome.
So that was my week. It was a mixed bag of. Yeah, it was a mixed bag of good and bad, but it was mostly good though. And then I start my my forklift and reach, my pit training next week. So that's fucking awesome.
Okay, so before I get into mine, which is not that much, I did want to give SBJ a chance to respond to a question in the comments from Devin Tyler. He says, "What are the few things you're shy about, SBJ? Because you mentioned there are a few things you're shy about, but eating in front of us is not one of them. What are the other few things?"
I don't know. I would have to think about the actual answer to that question. So yeah, I'm gonna try to think about that while you
go. And then of course, Devin, that's exactly what I meant. Devin says depends on the job. Hate watching the clock. Yeah, I do. So sometimes
actually
doing stuff makes the day go by. Oh, what do you got? What do you got?
Anything. Generally, doing things in front of people, right? In general, but specifically, doing things in front of people who know me for something else.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's probably the biggest thing.
Is that good? Adequate?
That's cool.
What you eat? I'm talking about what you eating on right now. Is that good?
That's fuck, bro. Like I just realized I love salt and vinegar chips like a month ago.
That's what's up.
My shit.
Just
to speak on what Devin was saying, depends on the job. Hate watching the clock. The only thing with her though, she don't work at all, so she always has downtime. So,
why you hate her? That's a finesse. She finessing the system.
It's not dope. While complaining, fuck out of here.
Well, you complain to give off the impression that you are such a hard and dedicated worker. And
employee. I see you though. I get it.
She not finessing you. She finessing the company. So
man, she thinks so.
That's the girl, Vanessa Williams.
Vanessa Williams. Bull, get her the fuck out of here. Throw food at that man. Throw tomatoes at him now.
So my week hasn't really been too much. I didn't get to walk as much as I wanted to walk this week because every time I turned around, it was like, all right, go for this walk. Oh shit, I gotta do this. All right, go for this walk. Oh shit, I gotta do that. I gotta go for shit. Right. So most of the time I didn't get to walk. So that was disappointing. But some of the things that weren't, but it wasn't disappointing.
Get a treadmill, bro.
No. What? I just answered him. I gave him no. No, but the one thing that stuck out for me this week is I finally saw the sketch for the cover art to the Extropy and Entropy comic book.
Nice.
And I cannot wait until that is fully fleshed out. I think Joseph is going
magnificent.
Ass. I think that Joseph is going through the process of inking it now.
Word.
which is going to take a little bit more time than the sketch did, and then we'll get it colored. But it's one of these things where when we sit there and explain to Joseph what our vision is for something, he literally pulls it from out of our heads.
Word.
That's a talent in and of itself, because there are times, right, where you can't properly verbalize what you're seeing up here, and you don't think you really did a good job of it, right? But yet the person completely got it. Because while we were sitting there talking to him about it, I did not pay attention to what he was doing. We were on Discord, and then by the time we got finished telling him, he put the picture up to the thing like, you mean like this?
Yeah.
Like, yo, crazy.
He wasn't even taking notes. He was just drawing.
No,
like,
you
know how like when you identify somebody to the police and they draw the picture and all that shit?
No, see, I've never done that.
No, I'm just saying, like, with, like,
how many people have you identified with the police?
Like 5.
Stop it.
5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's not too bad.
I put
if it was over 10, I may have a problem with it, but it was just 5.
Yeah, I know, I got you.
Just 5. It's not really
traction. Go back to what you were saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so like it was an amazing sight to see him just pull that out. The other thing is what we decided, one of the things we're going to offer with the Patreon thing was, we will have these talks about, of course, the show, the comic book and the future of it and the lore and all that other stuff. And while we do that, Joseph's going to be there on the screen drawing some stuff we're talking about. And then whatever he finishes there will be offered up to the community, right? So it's been a good comic book week for me, put to you like that. Seen a lot of progress. And of course, all this week I did the exact same thing. I kept refreshing that damn Google Drive folder to see if there's any new pages that are done, and they haven't been. But I kind of should have expected that, because these last 9 pages are the climax of that issue.
Right.
So he's probably wanting to take special care with that to make sure that really pops, because there's things in the final 9 pages that's going to require quite a bit to, like, when you look at the inks, it's one thing, but in order for him to make that look like we wanted to look, it's probably going to take a little extra effort on his behalf, and we really appreciate it. So shout out to Gabriel Sandoval for coloring this first issue, because the stuff that he's been doing is freaking amazing. But that's pretty much
you're freaking amazing.
No, don't do that. That's not true. Not true. I'm the opposite of that.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
So the opposite of that.
I mean, to him straight. You cool.
Shut up.
We weren't talking about his sexual orientation.
Nah, I didn't even mention that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about over there?
You cool.
But I see Addie's over there chewing on some more salt and vinegar.
Well, this just slap.
Over there. Yeah. See.
I slap you.
No,
damn.
No, you won't. Pull up.
He woke up this way. You said that
right,
to them geese.
So you got the energy for me, not them geese.
You said that to them geese, and when he pulled up,
I know. Listen, I'm mad buns when it comes to geese.
Yo, you got the energy for me, but not the gaggle.
You damn
the
right.
Gaggle was on you. The gaggle was on your top.
Gaggle was on your top.
Bro, I stayed in the car that whole time until they cleared it. Fuck that.
That's what I was. Yeah, so Addy Captain, he forgot about that part of his week.
Yeah, he forgot about that.
He ain't mentioned that.
Well,
he got G-checked. He got G-checked. He got G-checked by a gaggle of geese.
Yo, fam, it was like 11 of them, fam. Like, what you gonna do? Like, what can you do? Shit.
Listen, I will maintain to you that there is a group of animals that will kick your ass out in the wild in real time.
Yeah.
The bear, the moose will fuck you up. Honey badger don't play that shit.
No.
And geese.
And raccoons. And raccoons.
You don't want it.
Find out.
You don't want it, because raccoons. I think we talked about this a long time ago on the show. Raccoons will not only physically fuck you up, but then they play games with biological warfare. Like they will literally give you rabies. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. What's up, Jonathan? You late, but you here. Like we really just getting started for real. You really just
They
get.
will
We've
knock
been
you
on here
down,
for an hour, but
stand on your block and take your shit.
I mean,
Yo,
well, they
you got
took the
them
worms
geese.
and shit. You feel me? Like they took all
No,
the worms.
raccoons. I'm saying raccoons will knock you down, stand on your block and take your shit.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yo,
facts.
whoever saw that
Legitimately.
video,
That's
if
facts.
any of you ever seen that video where the guy had the broom and the raccoon was like all up on his porch and shit, and he swatted him with the broom, and the raccoon ran away, and then it's like he had a second thought, like, oh, I know this motherfucker ain't swinging no broom at me, and then came running back on the porch at the dude, like, like, yeah, it gets
it's
real
like
in the
that.
field.
What's up? Shit.
Yeah, it gets real.
Hey, I like that broom.
Oh,
I like that broom.
yeah.
It's
Do it
mine
again.
now.
Do it again, nigga. Do it again.
Yo, he came back, and look, the look on that raccoon's face, it was the exact same as Rocket when he was on Groot's shoulders in the prison. When he caught the gun.
Facts.
Oh, yeah.
Facts.
Hold
Yo.
that.
Nigga, hold that.
Real.
That shit was funny, yo. It was
Nah,
funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
stop
I
letting
don't
them
think
geese
so.
press you, yo. Stop letting them geese press you, yo.
Nah, you
Nah,
got like
B.
fucked
No,
up, bro.
no, you made the right decision.
I know. Looking back at it, I know I did the right thing.
No,
Shouts to the
you
geese.
absolutely did the right thing. There's no way.
Right.
Listen. Yeah. Nah, B. That's not the move.
Mm-mm.
No, like the funny thing is how some people would probably not understand or think that we're joking. Just because we're laughing
Doesn't mean
does not mean
No,
we're
we
joking.
dead ass.
Yo, just because I'm
Legitimately.
smiling don't mean I'm glad to meet you. It might mean I'm ready
Yo.
to kill, cook, and eat you.
Okay.
That's
So
why I be
let's
telling people,
not,
like,
let's not, yeah.
I be joking, but like I be dead ass though. That's why this shit's funny because it's true.
Yo, Devin said raccoons are mostly scaredy cats, but some of them bread fed ones weigh as much as he do. And then you got Jonathan says swans are mean as well. Yes, they are, yo.
Yo.
Swan are fuck.
Realistically, birds are mini dinosaurs. So
Yeah. That's why on the video it's like, what the hell in this Jurassic Park shit is going on? Like,
yeah, like I don't like people still do the lizard thing, and it's like, all right, but birds,
Birds, yeah.
that's why when I saw it, all I heard was dun, 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 dun. For real, dog.
yo.
You know that
Oh,
scene
man.
where he had the cup on the car and the shit was shaking, and the T-Rex was pulling up, bro.
Facts.
I felt
Facts.
all that, fam.
Woo, hilarious.
Oh, I also finished a couple more songs.
Oh,
I know
now?
you did. Tell us more.
No, I mean I let these guys hear it. They approved.
Yeah, that shit was
So
fire.
Yeah,
I mean,
from Mr. I don't talk shit when I rap, but
no, hold up. That was inspired by y'all.
nah, B, we're not doing that.
What? that was inspired by y'all.
No, we're not doing that.
I was giving y'all what y'all wanted.
No, I got that. That's so wild. That's a wild man over there, bro. You know that.
I was giving y'all what y'all wanted. Like, you know what? Fuck
We
it.
ain't doing that.
I'll acquiesce.
It was already there.
You already saying that I'm doing this shit, so I might as well.
I like how he framed that.
I mean, I don't like being falsely accused.
He already saying,
and that's really what I
he's
do.
doing
Like,
that.
if you falsely accuse me of something, then I just go ahead and do it anyway. Because like,
that's funny.
I mean, I might as well.
I am what you say I am.
Yeah, you already. Your mindset is already prepared for me to do this way.
Vinny said she should screenshot that laugh that me and you both did like twins at the same time.
Yo.
But yeah.
Oh man, hilarious.
Speaking of rapping and being inspired to rap, there was an event this past week.
That event inspired you to rap?
Half of it.
I was about to say it didn't inspire me to rap, but I figured if it did inspire anything, it'd be to get up on stage in front of a bunch of people and do.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Oh
no, I'm not. I'm just not gonna do it. Like it's what it is.
Got you.
Luckily, we have a pandemic, so I have an extra excuse. But yeah, the Locks versus Dipset. The versus. Number one note. I understand that Trilla is involved with the whole fighting thing and all that other stuff.
Right.
if you're going to use Michael Buffer, at least make sure he knows how to pronounce the people's names correctly.
Yeah, it's not really a cool thing when that doesn't happen that way.
Mind you, I've seen Sheik's name written. I don't know how you got Loosh.
I don't know.
Luch.
Yeah, I don't.
Lucci.
I don't know how you got Loosh.
Listen,
from that.
The odds are Michael Buffer doesn't even know who he's on some fan.
No. Fuck that.
I don't even.
There's no.
Who?
I would be willing to bet. Fuck odds. He clearly does not know who any of them are, but still reading.
Like these guys make music, right?
Right. Reading. He's probably like, "Oh, this you call this music?"
I wonder if no bullshit. But I wonder if it was maybe a misspelling on the card.
I guess it's possible, but nigga, that needs to be taken care of ahead of time.
It does need to, and not only that, had I been Sheik, he'd have bars. He'd have caught bars.
You know what? He'd have caught hands because Sheik,
that nigga huge.
Sheik a big nigga.
That man.
Sheik upstairs with it, and I ain't talking about his bars yet.
No, it ain't his bars. His bars.
I ain't talking about his bars yet. He upstairs with it.
Yeah.
Bam.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Yo, if he ever barked on me, I'd be like, "Nah, you got it, babe."
Yeah, no, listen to me clearly.
But
listen to me. No, you good. Listen, you good. I'll make sure to take care of you after the scenario. Like I'll be there for you. But
now we fighting.
No, listen.
Like,
it's gonna be like they said with Mike Tyson. They was about to.
I remember that, yo. That shit was hilarious, yo.
It was like, yo, we're going to stab him.
Bean was saying, Bean was like, yo, look, we got you, fam, but
yeah.
That's Mike, yo. Mike, that's Mike. Everybody. Mike, right. Everybody.
Immediately. Like, nah, I'll be there. Like, moral support. Listen, you ain't never. You ain't never.
Yo, get that nigga. Hit him, James. Hit him. I got yo.
Hit him again.
You got
him again. No, really, hit him again. No, come on, hit him again.
Hey, yo, duck that.
With Tyson, I got demonstrable evidence of him being a fucking kaiju. All right, I have demonstrable evidence of that. She could be big for nothing. So, like, I'm gonna take my.
Listen, I don't want to chance it. You feel me?
Right. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
5'8", 5'9".
Yo, here's the thing about big for nothing. When they get their hands on you,
I know.
That nothing. That possibility for nothing changes exponentially. Is what I'm saying.
I don't want that.
So you are right. He could be big for nothing at a distance, and then when the distance closes, he could still possibly.
In other words, when the distance closes, there becomes a reason for him to be big.
Yeah, I mean, my guy, I'm just.
I don't want that. I'm cool.
Nah, listen, I might have to knock you out. No, I might. You know what? I might have to knock you out. Yep. I don't know how many people in the fans watch wrestling. In the last, I think it was like 6 years ago, there was this group called The Shield.
Yes,
and they were in the ring. And there was another group that were coming down the ring, and they were, ready to fight. And then the one dude steps up, and then the dude in the Shield,
Seth Rollins,
hits him with a chair in his back. Like that's how that would have been. Except we wouldn't have split up afterwards. This was me saving your life.
Right. I think I can take
this was not me betraying you.
Right. Carving
this was me helping.
I'm gonna carve my name in him.
Yeah,
and not my given name, my stage name, Tombstone.
Yeah, okay.
That's a lot of carving, fam.
All right, listen. And then here's the other thing. Sheik is huge.
Yes,
but Kiss has godly strength.
I know he did.
Fact. Did you see that shit he did after the show with the handlebars? No.
That was after performing.
Yes.
Dog.
For 2 hours.
For 2 hours.
Yes.
Yep.
That was amazing.
At 50.
Yeah, dog.
No, B, listen, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
I literally just watched Calvin do some of the craziest shit ever on his stories. And Calvin's 56. That old man strength take a while for that to dissipate. It take a while for that to dissipate.
So what I'm saying is, we only got one old man on our side. They got three.
They got three Styles.
That's old man.
That's not even Styles, old man strength.
Styles almost ripped Cam's leg off.
I know, and beat him with it.
Right. So I just listen. I love you, and in most scenarios, I'm in it with you.
Yeah, we watch niggas in most scenarios, but that
but in this particular scenario,
yo, Sheik's so big that when he was up there on stage, he looked like a bouncer.
Yes, he legitimately looked like he didn't belong.
Yeah, like he shouldn't have been rapping. Like,
yo, big man. You got to take your hat off. You can't come to with your hat on.
Yo, what up, sis? That's how horses.
Big man, take your hat off.
Yo, big man. What's your ID, big man?
That's how it was whenever Nas would perform Uchi Wally, because Horse isn't a fucking rapper. He's a bodyguard. He just so happened to be on the song. He's a huge motherfucker.
Horse is a horse.
Like, you clearly don't belong here.
Right.
You don't belong here.
That's why D-Block be like, yo, we don't need no bodyguards. We got one.
No, they got one.
We got one.
They got one. But so the verses happened, and I was telling Adequate, listen, I am not surprised in any way, shape, or form at the outcome of this versus. Now, I would agree with you, Eddie, that it was absolutely enjoyable to watch. It was entertaining.
You watched the whole
It was entertaining.
Yeah, I went back and watched it. It was very entertaining.
It
was very entertaining. Even
from the start, I knew what tactic they were going to do, because think about it. The Locks features are crazy.
They got a crazy
features,
back
right?
from the 90s, the early 90s.
And the other thing is, now take this with a grain of salt. I've never been the biggest fan of Dipset. A few songs here and there.
It's trash in general.
Yeah,
but
I guess.
But, no, clearly we know you're a fan.
We get it. But I like a few songs here and there, but I just never was that big of a fan of them. And I also knew the Locks are working class blue collar MCs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, that shit you see with Cam and them, I'm hyper arrogant with the pink fur, super flashy. That's him. That's him. And typically with people with that particular characteristic, the arrogance exceeds the need to rehearse. The arrogance exceeds, like, they feel like you. I know. As soon as I get up there, they just going to whatever.
They didn't even know they words to the lyrics, yo.
Facts. Yo, blue collar MCs, working class MCs. They gotta get it where they live.
Yeah, they went over the entire set list.
You feel what I'm saying?
That shit was planned.
And it's a difference between those two, especially two groups that may not have, like, take Dipset. What's the last collective project they've done together? You know what I'm saying?
Diplomatic Immunity 2, I think.
And what year was that? That was like
shit, early 2000s.
Right.
Yeah.
So, that's when Uncasa
and they don't really fuck with each other.
And they don't really fuck with each other. So I knew the cohesion was gonna be all plus. Initially, yes, the whole versus thing was people playing their songs. The moment they added the performance element of it, that's another factor. People, and I find a lot of times people don't be putting that in when they have their predictions. Like, yo, this is a performance. So which one of them performs typically better? Because you got to look at that too. Because now it's not just them playing their music. Although Dipset tried to just play their music. They tried to just play their music.
That happened.
I can tell you, out of those things, the thing I didn't expect, I didn't expect them to not know their songs.
Me neither.
I ain't gonna hold you. I did not,
because I know their songs. Like,
the other thing is, Well, I figured,
but it's not like they have complicated lyrics either. You know what I'm saying?
That's the other thing. But I figured though that the reason why I thought they wouldn't forget their lyrics, they would know it, because I figured they took an event every now and then. They maybe didn't perform all the time, but they went somebody they took a booking every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, so I figured they still would be some. But I got in their defense, I have to do massive rehearsing before a performance because I won't be remembering my shit. Like I gotta rehearse and shit. So maybe that could have been the case, but I figured they would have been a little bit tighter than that.
Yeah. But you know also where they fucked up, where Cam fucked up. He should have played What Means the World. He should have played that. He didn't play that.
No, he didn't. But that was just one. That would have changed anything. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, but he should have though. He should have had that in the tuck. He played a lot of songs. I was like, yo, fam, why are you playing those songs?
Yeah, but if you didn't remember, even the ones that you would have wanted, if you don't remember, the lyrics.
I'm just saying because most of the people in the crowd, like they were around when that song was popping. You feel me? Like he played like a lot of old songs that I was like, oh shit, people still remember these. I'm like, why not?
It was in New York too, so
you feel me? Like,
yeah.
Shit, you should have done that, but whatever, you know.
That shit was crazy, yo.
It was
everything that they were literally bullied on stage.
Yeah, I'm still of the opinion that it didn't matter what they would have played. Like,
yeah,
no, they're the same. Yeah. But it's just to give them some type of ground, like yo, like for the crowd and shit. For the people.
No, I still don't think like I mean, I don't think it's literally lost, anything that they could have done to improve their standing in that. I think
verse. Hear me clearly. I'm not saying that one song would have like switched anything or changed anything. It would have just been nice to see like the crowd's reaction and like what that would have looked like.
And that's no. To be clear, they got some crowd reactions.
Absolutely, yeah, they did.
They did. Even with the material that they had, it's just, yo, I think their mentality sunk. Their mentality sunk them, I believe, before that versus thing even began. That whole thing of
we're fly. Right, but did you see the video when Styles was like, "Yo, Jimmy, I need you to read."
Yeah,
he was showing all the books.
Did you see the video where Jimmy fell off the stage?
Yo, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hold up. Capo was capping.
He was capping.
Because he put a video out saying he put a video out saying that he didn't fall off the stage. What happened was his ring fell into the crowd and he dove off the stage to get it. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I would believe you because your ring is probably expensive as fuck. But the reason I don't believe you is
you saw the video.
How would your ring have fallen off of the stage?
It wouldn't have.
Yo, in what scenario does your ring fall off of the stage?
I would believe him, but then both of us would be wrong.
I don't know.
Listen, listen.
But don't rings get like size to fit?
They fit it right.
Okay,
and he holding the mic
right.
So it's shit like
like this. So how?
No, listen to me clearly. No,
he fell.
Plus, I saw the video. Now, unless that was a deep fake, right? That motherfucker fell off. The guy, he fell off.
Yo,
that just means that just means Styles is right. Like mentally, Jimmy, you're not there. Like you strong, maybe physically, but mentally though.
I gotta say that's what I think sunk them from before that shit even started, because it's a difference between and it's a difference.
Yeah,
it's a difference. And if you all about the and not enough for the
because Jada came to slaughter and
a
lot of the songs that they played, like even when Sheik and Styles went off, like I was so surprised that they played Felony Niggas for Styles. I'm like, yo, that was off the fucking and I was listening to this yesterday. It was off We Are the Streets album, Styles solo. I was like, bruh, and the crowd was going wild. I'm like, yo, y'all know that?
It might be unsurprising to know that before this, there was a huge segment of people that thought that the locks was going to get washed.
I did too, only because I
saw
like
a bunch of.
But I didn't say it online.
All of y'all weren't actually thinking.
I didn't say it online. No, it's because I just thought like more people know about Dipset than the Locks. Because like most people in my circles, they don't even know who the fuck Locks is. Like even growing up, niggas ain't know who the Locks is. Like living in Miami and shit, they be like, who? But if you say Dipset, they be like, oh yeah, we know them. You know what I'm saying? So
I bet if you said Jada Kiss, they knew who Jada Kiss was.
That's it though. That's it. And they'd be like, yo, he goes hard.
It happened in New York.
Yeah, and that's what I did in factor too. Like it was literally in MSG. Then I was like, Yeah, them niggas gonna know, and plus it's gonna be like people around my age and older. You know what I mean? In that crowd. So I didn't factor all that in, but when I saw it, I was like, yeah, all this shit makes sense. Yeah,
I said from the beginning, the Lox was going to use a bunch of their features.
Yeah,
because that closes the gap.
Facts.
Also, with Dipset, a lot of that shit was about the look, the lifestyle, the perception of lifestyle
of Dipset.
Of Dipset. Period. Right. That's that part of their branding. Right.
That.
So that's why you had people that's willing to accept computer to Putin. Because
that's
it's
what I got.
Whole thing.
Hey, yo, can I just say, to be fair though, because you got to hear both sides. I think Cam was saying Putin, like Vladimir.
No, no, the fuck he wasn't. No,
I mean, look what happened.
No,
like,
no, nigga,
he was predicting shit.
No, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So what you saying is he was predicting Putin's
the elections and shit.
Whole election thing.
Yeah,
with
dog.
Okay. Computers of Putin.
Oh,
you're right. Computers of Putin.
No, nigga. No, there's no way in the world I'm willing to accept that shit. Nah, B. Nah, fam. That was a good one, though. That was a really good one. That was a really good one.
Valid effort on your part.
Absolutely.
Valid effort, right?
Here's the thing, though. Like, I feel like I'm being objective here when I say the only thing that Dipset has over the Lox is showmanship.
That's it.
Like literally the only thing.
And I'm gonna say, in this case, I'm gonna say showmanship apparently outside of the stage.
Well,
yeah,
I was doing the thing that you said people shouldn't do. I wasn't factoring in performance.
Oh, okay.
When I was this was pre versus, I wasn't factoring in performance. I was just thinking about the acts and what they do. Like,
because lyrically, I liked most of the shit the Lox did lyrically, and I didn't like a lot of the shit that Dipset did lyrically.
Yeah, they played the wrong songs. And none of the songs.
But again, I'm
talking about that discography.
Right. Not just what they played.
Because like when I think about it, like like I bump more Lox shit than Dipset shit, and I already know like Dipset discography can't fuck with
style, yo. I'm telling you, it's all style. It's style. It's more style to me anyway. It's my opinion. More style than substance.
Yeah.
Over there.
They might make people feel better.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a feeling thing with Dipset.
You know what? Especially it's a feeling thing, especially in the era of time where they popping, where their shit's relevant. Like that shit is gonna go.
Because a lot of shit was going on around that time.
Yeah, but over the years, though, when time passes, it's like, does this stuff stand the test of time? Once you're out of that era, and it no longer has the helping of the context of that era to support it, is it still going to? Or am I going to listen to Jada and be like,
I'd say some of it. Fuck.
I'd say the same way. Like if I
know some of it. What I still like balling.
Right. Yo, listen. This is the way. No. Listen. Just me being a fan of the era, right?
Right.
When they were on the stage and you hear, I wear mean dog pants, I'm like, yes. I'm like, yes. Mind you, I've probably never listened to that whole song in its entirety.
But that part though.
But when that went through the speakers,
you know what time it is. You know
I lost my fucking mind.
You pop. You had a wrestling pop. Like when the Rock about to come out here, somebody go, you smell what the Rock is cooking. And then you or when the glass breaks. Or when the Undertaker do.
The scary ass music. That shit used to fuck me out as a kid. I used to be so shook. I used to think I'm in trouble.
Like, yo, I swear,
you're right about that, yo.
It had that feeling. Also, when I heard when another part of the verses, when I heard boom, 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 I was like, oh, and I was and legitimately, I had forgot. Cam was like, yo, y'all ain't got shit that matched that. Y'all ain't got shit that matched that. And then you hear, bang.
Yo. He was like, oh yeah, I got no New York anthem.
Yo,
like,
I don't got a New York anthem. You forgot. I forgot. I ain't gonna hold you.
I did it. I was like, no, y'all tripping. Because every time like the Wells would say some shit, okay, I'll be like, yo, y'all forgot this song. Yo, y'all niggas better play this shit. You better play New York. Like, come on, dog.
All I'm telling you is, once they added the performance element to it, I think people should have factored that into their calculations.
Yeah.
And of course, knowing what you should probably know about the two acts and what they do. Like right now as we speak, Styles is still dropping
killing every year. His last project, fire. The one before that, fire.
Fire.
Realistically, Eddie, this is why I was fucking with you.
Don't get me excited. Because Styles
this is why I was fucking with you for real. Because I know how you feel about Styles.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was fucking with you.
Okay,
about the Dipset thing.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo,
I just know that more people know about Dipset than the Locks. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that, but still.
So I was just thinking like they will win off of that, not off the music.
Yo, they went up there and straight URL them motherfuckers.
Yeah, they did. It was Don DeMarco.
Straight URL them, yo.
I was so mad that they used Don DeMarco when Cam was rapping.
Yo, this nigga got booed off. He got booed out of a freestyle.
Like,
how the
fam?
Cam, why would you attempt that? We've never known you for freestyle.
Never.
And they ain't dropped no Don DeMarcos when Jada was freestyling though.
And Jada was murdering
he
the
was
scene.
Freeing like that. One of the verses, it was a free, bro.
Yo, have you seen all the memes going around after this where it has picture Jada on there and they saying Jada Kiss was arrested for homicide?
Yo, that's funny.
And yo, Fat Joe was like, yo, I witnessed the murder and shit. Like,
yo, it's to the point. They literally gave Locks the key to the city.
Yeah. They gave Locks the key to the city, yo.
Come on, man.
I'm like, yo,
that's when you know you got your ass mollywopped.
I mean, listen.
This ain't Wakanda, by the way, though.
The worst part. Well, the worst part.
Well,
kind of. Worst part. Kind of. The absolute worst part. The worst part that if the music was more even, still would have gave Dipset the L.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Freaky Zeke.
Yo, that nigga's so fucking weirdo.
Yo, he looked like he was high.
Yes.
Bruh. That
The
nigga
whole
on
night.
so many Zans.
He looked like he was so high.
Yo, get your mans, fam. He's all.
He looked crazy.
And they letting him rock. Like, come on,
right?
Man.
I'm like, why?
Crazy, yo.
What?
Bro.
He looked crazy.
That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing at the that one show we did to him in Seattle when we were doing that.
No, that's what Andy was doing in the car when them geese was out there.
Oh nah, nigga, I was fucking, bro. I ain't have no energy for them.
No, that's bullshit. No. Listen, when we did that Seattle show, both Addy and Ogma was like satellites.
Yeah,
and I was supplanting them.
Synergy was
on
real.
It was on it,
and we never rehearsed.
We never heard. Look, and that's the reason. That's the main reason why any picture you see of that particular performance, every screenshot is an action shot because
he could be Dipset.
No, listen. Yo, I was going to get on here today and talk about shit. Right?
Mm-hmm. He's gonna pop your account.
I'm not going to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
Because it's not necessary.
No, it's not.
It was similar to what you just said.
It's Paulon.
It was about like literally everybody that I know that actually raps is a better rapper than Camera.
Facts.
True.
Like,
Facts.
Like, but no, let me say that wrong. I said that wrong. Everybody that I know that actually raps better than Camera.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Cam might be a better rapper than some of them because one of the things that he has in spades is that confidence,
right?
That showmanship,
and that fucking flow. That flow,
flow. Like,
also, he hasn't always been what he turned into.
That's true.
Heard his first
Confessions of Fire and
SDE,
different flows.
He hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't always been there, but at some point he said, "This is going to take me farther than that."
Yeah.
So he went that way, but nah.
Yeah, man,
it's true.
I was thoroughly entertained.
I was entertained too.
I told you it was a good one, bro.
But you know what though? You know what was crazy about all that? was after it was over, like, first of all, Sheik was still hyped up, right?
Facts.
He did a crazy interview. See these bitch ass niggas.
Yo, this shit was
talking
Shade 45 shit, right?
Yes, yo, he was talking
nigga.
shit. He was talking shit. But I also saw Styles and Cam.
Like at the juice bar.
They were chilling and shit, but it did look like that shit was about to get a little brazy up there, right?
No, here's the thing.
I just think Cam is, like,
I never thought that. Well, no, here's the reason why I never
hold
thought
up. You
that.
meant on stage?
No, I ain't gonna lie.
On stage.
On stage it did seem like
the kick. That kick was the thing for me. I was like,
here's the reason why I never thought that. Never. Not to say not once, but like over periods of time why I never thought that. Cam kept walking over to them talking.
He did.
Oh yeah. He like
And
but I also
when he did that, it was never a fuck you over here for, or like get the fuck out of
no. Because Jada was like, "Oh my bad, Cam."
Right.
Remember when Sheik said, "Did you overhear Sheik saying, yo, come on, we gonna fuck the bag up"?
No, facts.
So that made me think he saw something.
Yeah,
when he was up there, he saw something.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there weren't potential situations.
I don't think it would have been between those 7. I think it would have been like Entourage and shit.
That's possible. That's possible. That's possible.
But Cam kicked the shit out.
Look, a couple things.
Styles said, "Yo, my back was hurting."
Yo, said my hip hurt. Yo,
yeah, my hip hurt.
My hip hurt. Like the kick was one of them. When Jada threw Santana's bandana,
that was fire. That shit was fire because he was trying to like move muscle through them, and they was bullying him, and then he got through, and then Jada was still rapping. Boom! I was like,
and he turned his back.
You are an
LG.
He done too much. He was doing too much. He was doing too much. He definitely was. Don't be doing that. See, that's that Briz shit. When Briz was up there with Mook and them, and he doing all that.
Yeah,
you doing too much.
You ain't got to do that, fam.
You ain't got to do all this, fam.
That's a fact.
You don't got to do all that.
That's a fact. You know?
I feel like Joel's feel like he had to prove that he's hard because he knows he's like the pretty boy of the group.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, fam, like you good, man. Like if anything,
this ain't the place for that.
Spit harder than all
this ain't
everybody in Dipset.
Right.
So relax, nigga. We know your shit.
Right. Like this ain't the place for that. This ain't the place for that.
Not, especially now with the locks, like fam.
That they not the ones that do that shit.
I don't know if they got bodies, but
niggas
I'm pretty sure they got a few.
They hit Diddy with a refrigerator, my guy.
Yeah, facts. Like, yo, even if they don't have bodies, I'm sure they got nicks in their knuckles from punching.
I know they got mad calluses and bumps and bruises.
Yeah, yo, that's not fuck. Nah.
They ain't the ones.
Not them. Especially not them. Like I said, yo, Kiss. Listen,
maybe do that shit with like St. Lunatic.
Kiss got God strength.
Yes, yo,
fam.
I don't.
Yo, he even folded his legs up and bent them shits while he was doing that shit. Because first he was just doing it regular.
It was this other video of him doing that. That was like when I saw this video, I was like, oh, all right, then he go doing it again. Yeah. Because the other video,
it was wilder.
Yo,
yes.
The other video, he got up, did the side to sides, up and downs, leg up, bicycle, spin around. Like yo.
That nigga's a monster.
Clearly.
Don't play with him.
Clearly.
Listen, all that extra aggression and shit, that's some workout shit.
Right.
Yeah. Yo, Jada came there ready. That nigga was like, yo, I'm on Adderall right now.
Basically. He was like, yo, he would not be denied.
Yo, I love that part. Yo. I love that part when they were talking this Harlem shit. And Jay was like, nigga, you moved to Miami.
You live in Miami.
Hey, yo, did you also see how brazy they were? Like, they shouted out all the boroughs in New York. They even shouted out the Bronx, but they didn't shout out Yonkers. I was like, they did that purposely.
That's purposely, yo, yeah.
Purposely.
But they also did that for a cheap pop, yo. It's a cheap pop. It's like in wrestling when they go out there and Mick Foley would go, because right here in New Hampshire, and they go,
you know what's so crazy about that shit? That shit remind me of like when Nas shouted out all the boroughs. But he only said South Bronx. he said like North Bronx and shit. Like I was like, yo, I know them niggas, other niggas in the Bronx were so bad about that shit. Like for real though.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it
That's
is.
what Dipset did. They did the same exact thing.
Overall, like I said, very entertaining show. It was my favorite versus since they started Since they stopped the IG thing,
yeah.
Since they stopped the IG thing, this has been my favorite.
This shit was an event,
hands down,
it was
without question.
They went to the MSG. I was like, oh my goodness, this is big. It's
it was,
New York won, hip hop won, we all won.
My question is though,
now
we know New York won. Dipset's the only one took an L in this. We know New York won, the fans won, Versus won, their branding, all that shit won, right? My question is, did somebody else take a win too? Like COVID? Like, was that a super?
Oh yeah, because
likely, absolutely likely. I don't think there's any way. Here's the thing I'm not sure about. Here's the thing I'm not sure about. Because I know New York is on that shit. Like New York is with the shits when it comes to COVID. Like
they've been.
So I'm not sure exactly what happened with that.
Matter of fact, I'm lying. Like there was a lot of people in the crowd wearing masks.
Okay, because I'm about to say like
Joe wearing a mask. I
saw some wearing it.
That's fair.
I saw a lot not wearing it too. So,
but this is what confuses me. We know New York is on that shit when it comes to COVID. Yes. Like New York isn't Florida,
right? No. They're not playing around. Yeah.
So I would hope that in some way, shape, or form there was a way that they prevented this from being a super spreader, and maybe he's just a regular spreader because clearly it's because listen, there's no way it's not a spreader.
Right.
There were too many people in too small of a space for it not to be. But I feel like I think they didn't say that their vaccination rate was in the 90s or something like that, or something like there's something that makes me just how they've been handling it. That this won't be as bad as some of the other things.
I still got beef with their goddamn governor.
Well, sure.
That shit with them old folks.
Yeah, not counting the
yeah. That shit that's bullshit.
No, that's not how you do that. That's not how you handle that.
I mean, whether it's a super spreader or not, it was worth it. Fuck it, it was worth it. We could charge.
I mean, no,
was it though?
No, I
don't.
I'm not assigning that one.
Yeah, I refuse to do that. Like,
I wouldn't.
Not if it was a super. No, if it was a regular spreader, all right, I'll give you that. But it's a super.
Well, then regular spreader. Then
if cases jump 45% in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's no, man.
Like New York, we did it.
if they jump if they jump like 5%.
Right.
Okay, so what I'm looking at right here is there's been 23.2 million doses given. There's 11.2 million fully vaccinated. This is all New York. Mm-hmm. So that they have a percentage of population fully vaccinated is 57.6, and that's from August 6th.
That's decent. That's decent.
But but like nationally, they were saying what 70. So they're not near 70. Like Maryland is on their shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maryland. I don't like Hogan's a piece of shit when it comes to other things, but with that, he wasn't playing. He was not playing.
Not at all.
Shit, South Carolina's still being messy as fuck.
Well, I mean, it's South Carolina. Come on.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
Facts.
Anyway, moving on to the next topic.
Are we dragging anybody today?
The baby and the work toward a more inclusive music industry.
So before you get into that, I feel that it's necessary and responsible of me to give full disclosure. I hate his name. You make
okay. We've you've done that before. Anyway, the music industry is holding the baby accountable. Despite multiple apologies, rapper DaBaby continues to face criticism and cancellations for homophobic comments he made during the Rolling Loud Festival in late July.
Yeah,
let me clarify that. Let me clarify that paragraph real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Despite multiple apologies, after doubling down, is what that should say.
That's what it should say.
Dua Lipa, who features the rap on her mega hit song Levitating, was among those who quickly criticized him. Elton John and Madonna also lambasted DaBaby and railed against misinformation in his comments about HIV. During the Miami,
Elton John don't even know who DaBaby is, but yeah.
During the Miami performance, he had told the audience, if you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2 or 3 weeks, put your cell phone light in the air.
Why do that?
He also said, this isn't in the, unless they say it later, this isn't in the article. He also said something to the effect of, if you're a man and you didn't just suck a dick in the car parking lot.
Yeah, that was the other thing he said.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with men sucking dick in parking lots?
Listen, music festivals, including Lollapalooza, the Governor's Ball, and Austin City Limits Music Festival, canceled his appearances. And he lost a sponsorship deal with the clothing brand Boohoo. The baby has grown into a critical and commercial superstar in recent years, reigning over a powerful audience with his millions of followers on social media. He has won BET Awards and been nominated for Grammys. The swift fallout from his remarks could signify a change in attitudes toward what the music business will tolerate when it comes to explicitly offensive and exclusionary language from some of its biggest stars. I think there's definitely a new moment, says Brown University professor Trisha Rose, who has written 2 books on hip-hop. The baby's been accused of bad behavior before. While Rose believes the festivals are doing the right thing by removing the baby from their rosters, she also sees more than a hint of hypocrisy in the organizers' actions. She notes that the music industry has long tolerated and profited from artists like the baby, who has been accused of bad behavior before this incident. At the same Rolling Loud Festival, for example, he followed Megan Thee Stallion's performance by bringing rapper Tory Lanez on stage, who Stallion allegedly shot her in the foot last year. There's many artists who are promoted by the industry, who are celebrated by the industry because of their quote-unquote edgy, extreme behavior. That is a long-standing pattern that is not abated in any way, Rose says. Then when they step out of line about when and how they actually live into that identity, then there's all this sort of, we're all about peace, love, and happiness. Since the uproar, the baby has tried to be about peace and understanding in his efforts to counter the fallout. In his second apology, he wrote, "Social media moves so fast that people want to demolish you before you have a chance to grow, educate, and learn from your mistakes." Let's stop right there. Because I have the screenshot of this mess.
Oh, you got receipts?
Oh, I got, do I have receipts?
Oh, do you? Do you not know me? Do you not know who I am?
Here's what he said. Social media moves so fast that people want to demolish you before you even have the opportunity to grow, educate, and learn from your mistakes. As a man who has had to make his own way from very difficult circumstances, having people I know publicly working against me, knowing that what I needed was education on these topics and guidance has been challenging. I appreciate the many people who came to me with kindness, who reached out to me privately to offer wisdom, education, and resources. That's what I needed, and it was received. I want to apologize to the LGBTQ plus community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV/AIDS, and I know education on this is important. Love to all. God bless the baby. Here's the thing about that.
What's the thing?
We do not owe you information that is widely and readily available for you to consume, grown-ass man.
Facts.
That is not how this works. I can understand you feeling a way about the backlash because of it's personal. You're feeling attacked. I get that. However, you are not the victim here.
Facts.
That is not how this works. I get you feeling a way. If even I, who can admit when I'm wrong, would still have feelings about being attacked for being wrong. But that doesn't stop me from being wrong. I am not the one that is being victimized here.
Right.
I am getting possibly more than, but what I deserve. Because it's a reaction to a wrongdoing on my part. Especially when it's something that A, wasn't necessary, B, didn't help anything, and C, was easily avoidable. You chose to say these words.
Right.
These weren't, matter of fact, so for instance, we were just talking about the verses. In some of the songs, there was some F words thrown around. And I'm not talking about, talking about a 4-letter one.
It's true. It's true.
So when that comes up in that context, even though that's still not okay, That is something from the past that has been done. It is a part of the history already. So I can see if you were performing an old song that happened to have something, then I would be able to say more that some of these people are overreacting.
Right.
That's not what happened. This was not a part of a song.
Mm-hmm.
What you called it was a call to action. That's
Literally.
what you called it.
Yeah.
Now I was watching Kevin on Stage's podcast when this first happened. He was like, a call to action? Really?
To do what?
Does anybody remember the song by Erykah Badu called Tyrone?
Oh.
And in the beginning, she says, ladies, how y'all feeling? Fellas, y'all all right? That's it. That's it. Nothing more is needed. That's the call to action. And then she went on with the song. Not shout out to those who don't got AIDS and HIV, and shout out to the guys who wasn't just sucking dick in the parking lot.
Yeah, none of that is a call to action. I would even
none of that has to do with anything.
It's just she asking the question to give people. That's not a calling you to do anything, and you're not calling anybody to do anything. Most likely, you definitely didn't call nobody to do nothing positive. Like there was nothing in that, right? There's nothing. Listen. The whole education shit is thoughts and prayers, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right? So, first appearing in 1981, there was a news story that one of the first news stories about HIV. 1981. Mm-hmm. So when they say I wasn't educated, I've seen numerous people get jammed up saying some horse shit that they probably say around their friends all the time. They fucked around, said it on a hot mic or doing a performance or on some video or whatever, right?
Charles Barkley was one of them. Back in the day.
Exactly. Yeah. These people,
I'm not playing with
will then get caught. They'll then get caught and called out on their bullshit. And the first thing said, "Well, I wasn't educated doing the thing." We gotta stop letting them do that, because, like you said earlier, SPJ, this information is public and readily available, and has been so for decades.
In your pocket.
I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it. When he's around his friends, he's saying that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He got caught up because he's up there on that stage and people chanting his goddamn name. And he started thinking, "Yeah, I mean, these my people. We can say this is the problem with crowds, like with well wishers and the adoring whatever. Because some of these people can't keep their composure to save their life. Like they sitting up there, you got these people cheering for you. Now's the moment to say the most toxic shit ever. What are we doing?
This is my chance. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something.
It's gonna be prolific too. They're gonna feel it. Oh, yeah.
And can I just state this for the record? Because I've seen a lot of people attempting to excuse the baby, the infant, the bambino. I've seen a lot of people doing that, trying to use Lil Nas X as an example.
He's that man.
And I'm like, how so? Because when did he say anything super fucked up about straight people in general?
Right.
Now, you salty because he did a video where he was giving the lap dance.
I actually follow him on Twitter. I've never seen him.
Only thing I've ever seen him do is respond to a text.
Yep.
Oh, believe me, he gets attacked
with Tekashi. That's it,
nigga. I've seen him, not just Tekashi. I'm talking in general, because that's not the first. You had everyone from
he get it all the time.
She, whose name will not be mentioned on this show, she didn't try to talk shit on him. Like, I seen him respond, and because he doesn't respond with fear, he doesn't respond with some fake ass apologizing for being gay shit.
Yeah,
y'all feeling salty. But I gotta say, one of the arguments that really rubs me the wrong way the most is when I hear black people say,
"Yo,
like they gonna cancel such and such for this, but they ain't gonna cancel such for that," and I'd be like, so let me see if I understand.
Malcolm Jamal Warner. say what you're saying so I can find this quote.
Yes. So let me see if I understand what you're saying. Right? You're mad at the gay community because they managed to successfully make people pay for having their names in their mouth. when that's some shit we needed to have been doing. When they was fucking up our branding for the past 400 fucking years. When it was just okay for them to get on their little radio shows, Howard Stern looking at you back in the day.
Niggas was quiet.
Talking this shit about us, using all kinds of stereotypes, all this other bullshit. Don't you think we would have benefited from having have a response about that shit? About a group of people, us having the ability to make motherfuckers pay for having our name in their mouth?
All right.
So I'm not mad at them. That's exactly what it is, Devin. Is whataboutism. I'm not mad at them.
Yo, exactly. Whataboutism. I found it. Dr. Boyce Watkins.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Rappers call black women bitches and hoes. Another hit record. Rap about killing black people, sell them in copies. Say something about LGBT, whites, Asians, or Jews, you're on your knees apologizing. That's racism 101. You're on a fucking plantation. Also, Malcolm Jamal Warner, where's the lie? We love drinking the Kool-Aid. What's your favorite flavor?
So here's
First
the
thing
thing
I like fruit punch.
Ass.
Okay. I like blue.
I like to mix them up too.
About Malcolm Jamal Warner, no one should be surprised. Look who his TV dad is.
He comes from comes from the school of Cosby.
Yes. Next, Boyce, you do realize that a lot of that has to do with power dynamics.
Right.
So over the last, I don't know how many decades, the LGBTQ community has been putting in work.
Yeah.
And making motherfuckers pay.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking shit on us? Oh, you trying to fuck our branding up in front of the world? We ain't get enough abuse. We ain't get beat up enough. None of that shit. No, you're not doing that. We on your top. And all of you motherfuckers that are gay or lesbian or trans or whatever that are in positions of power is keeping your mouth closed. We calling you out.
Right.
Yeah.
We calling you out. So now what's happened, because a lot of people that are in that community do have high-powered jobs and places of influence like entertainment and shit like that. Now they know I can't go home and not say nothing. I gotta say something.
Right.
Wouldn't it be nice if it was a couple of melanin enriched people who were in positions of power to not be scared to say something when our community is being insulted?
Right.
So you can't be hot at them for doing what they should do to protect their name and their branding. Because when your branding is fucked up in the society, the cops get to beat your ass with impunity.
Yep.
And then say, I was threatened. And because your branding is fucked up, people will automatically assume, yeah, you know how violent they are.
Yep.
Right.
So you got to make sure your name is not in people's mouths saying in a fucked up way. So if you're mad at them for that, I submit to you, this is why they can continue to do this shit to us, because you ain't catching on. You not catching on.
Niggas be mad at the wrong things.
They be mad at the wrong things. They're not supposed to defend their community? Really? Really?
Okay. Word.
So noted.
Right.
So noted.
You know what this whole shit remind me of? When Jessica with the mess did that whole shit, she went on that whole rant about the Sikh people, and she thought they were Muslim, and then she was like, I wasn't educated in this and this and that. I'm like, to both of y'all points, like, yo, you literally have the knowledge there. Like, if you want to, like, my thing is, if you're gonna have a hot take, make sure that you're actually like correct, though. You know what I mean? Like,
and I would also facts, and I would also argue with this. Just as a general rule, don't be doing that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, if anybody had an argument against that, my response would be to them, like somebody I was actually having a good faith conversation with. Our response would be like, all right, well, how much do you know about element A? How much do you know about element A? Nothing. Yeah. Okay. How often do you bring that up?
Exactly. And if you don't know,
if you legitimately are telling me and being honest and saying you don't bring it up often, guess what? Should have happened.
Exactly.
And a lot of people didn't realize at the time, again, once again, a lot of people in our community who are myopic, and I get why they're in a knowledge bubble. I get it. Didn't understand why that was a big thing. Well, I'll tell you why it's a big thing for those of you who don't read any information outside the shade room or whatever.
Right.
So there was a rash of attacks
Yeah.
on Sikhs.
Mhm.
Why?
Yeah.
Because ignorant motherfuckers saw a turban and thought Muslim.
They were Muslim.
Right.
And thought,
Facts.
by the way, that's not cool either. Y'all just run around beating up Muslims either. But
Facts.
because there was a societal narrative and still is, Muslim equals terrorist.
Right.
Muslim equals terrorist. So when somebody overseas that happens to share the same religious background or ethnic background as the Muslims over here in America does something, there's a segment of the population over here that looks at them and go, you're the blame, even though that person could have been born right fucking here and really have no connection with them other than their religious faith. And I don't see you doing this with Christian terrorist groups overseas.
Ever.
Right. I don't see you doing that, but that's something else.
And that was the thing that was lost on Just with the Mess. Like, that part right there.
Yes.
Like, yo, you are assigning, like, you know how we say, oh, you don't want to like generalize people.
Right.
You're literally doing that with these people, and you're wrong.
At a time when they're under attack for being thought of as something else.
Exactly.
Right. That's why that was problematic. That's the reason why. But again, what I've been seeing happening lately with all of this shit is motherfuckers is either one scared to stand up and say something, or when someone does stand up and say something, they get shouted down by the people that don't have a problem with any other group being denigrated except for their own.
Right.
And then some of these same people, I gotta say, don't really have a problem with certain forms of denigration of their own group. Because there ain't no way you can say me with a straight face. As much as I hear a bunch of black dudes online talking shit about black women.
Yeah.
You don't see them as part of your community, nigga.
Right.
You out here trying to fuck their branding up, nigga. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Them niggas be the worst too, though.
So black gays aren't part of our community, nigga. Stop it.
I literally tell people, because I have like Jamaican homeboys and all that shit. You know how they are like mad homophobic and whatever. I was telling them like, yo, you can't be pro-black if you don't like gay people, like, because there are gay black people, like, full stop.
Yeah, like
they didn't get it.
That. They like literally they share the melanin in the history.
I was like, yo, what if I told you one of the first people to help with the civil rights movement was a trans woman? What if I told you that? How would you feel?
Would you say that her contribution didn't count because of that? Is that the way you're going with it? So now, all right, so let's talk about your contribution.
Right, what you did, and what are you currently doing?
Yo, exactly.
Fuck on my face.
Exactly. What are you currently doing other than online running your fucking cake hole about that shit?
That's what happened.
And also, who do you think you convincing? Because I saw a lot of that too, yo. Like I saw a lot of that. Like y'all go ham and getting these long dissertations on there about gay people and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, who do you think you convincing? Number one. Number two, this what you spending your time on? Let me be the first to tell you you're wasting it. Why? How do I know you're wasting it? You're wasting that shit because you know how much time I spent trying to educate fools is to help them not be scientifically illiterate.
Right.
Years.
And yet here we are in 2021 when the motherfuckers scared to take the jab because I don't know what's in it or whatever the conspiracy is today. So
fucking
you wasting
cowards.
your time.
The cowards, all of them, the whole lot of them, the cowards.
Right, Devin, the machismo be strong with some people. Yeah, very strong. And it's like, yo, to me, it's put in the wrong place. You know what I want to see you be machismo about protecting your fucking community. When they don't do that. Do that. Because it sound good on social media. You sound, I'm too black, too strong. Sure you are. Sure.
Shit, I was at the gas station the other day, and the teller, he was like, yo, there was this dude beating on his this black dude beating on his black girlfriend, like outside the store. But he was like, yo, I upped the fire on him. And then the police came and the dude was crying like, oh, he put a gun on me. The police was like, we don't care, like we see her face. I told Buddy straight, I was like, yo, you did the right thing, my
Good
guy.
shit, right?
Yo,
Y'all said we don't care. We see her
Salute.
face.
Yeah,
We know that there was a reason
shouts
for him
to the
to do
police
that.
officer. Shouts to Buddy to up the fire. Like
Yeah, there's clear evidence that there was a reason for him to do this.
Yeah,
had he not done this, we would have been here for a different reason.
We might be here with a meat wagon picking her up.
Right.
So, I feel like don't get upset and angry and mad and so have that rent so much space in your head because one community who by the way was of course marginalized. They were marginalized, found a method, right? And said, oh shit, we can keep our names out of their mouth. We can make them think twice before they denigrate us in public. Mm-hmm.
That's actually that crab in a barrel shit y'all be putting on
complaining about.
Facts.
Y'all literally doing the same shit.
That's actually what that is.
Facts. That's another marginalized group that found. And look, don't think people ain't been using your shit. The stuff that our grandparents did back during the civil rights struggle. You know how many other groups have took that, mirrored it for their own uses and shit.
Yeah.
Even some of our enemies, the Klan has literally use some of the laws that were developed around that whole protest era to protect their protest.
Mm-hmm. True.
Instead of being mad, you better pick up some tips or your name gonna always be shit.
Facts. And I just find that shit funny. Like all of it, all around. It's funny. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Shit is ridiculous. So also the whole cancel thing. Can we stop that? As far that's a super big thing.
I think I like the way that this article said it because legitimately it was saying like no, his appearances were canceled.
That's it.
Like not him,
right?
Yeah.
His appearances.
Yes, his appearances were canceled.
You've said this before though, SBJ. Like, show me show me.
Nobody can answer this question.
Yeah,
like I said. And it's usually black people, which is the craziest thing. It's usually black people that I have this argument with. And I'm like, yo, show me, tell me who. The only person I can think of that's been effectively canceled is a white man. And that's Kevin Spacey.
Oh, hold on. I can think of every last one that I could think of has been white. Because I can think of more. Richard Spencer, effectively.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him.
He was the
one that got punched in the face. He got dumped.
Yeah, the They had all the social media clout at one point.
Right.
He tried to rebrandage white nationalism or whatever, right?
Facts.
Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yep.
Flat out taken out.
Yiannopoulos.
That's how you pronounce his
name.
They
got him the fuck
I refuse
out
to respect his last name.
Okay, it's cool. It's a weird,
it is
weird.
It's too many syllables.
Combination of letters and shit. Anyway,
Harvey Weinstein.
Well, hold on. The only reason that I excluded Weinstein is because he's locked up.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, I'll give the benefit to say that I don't know if somehow, some way he would have finagled his way back to actually working.
The only reason why I use him is because I don't know how much more canceled you can be.
I know, right?
And not only that,
Another
reason why we use him is because people were comparing him to Bill Cosby and was like, oh, but what about him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's one of the arguments. That's one of the conversations I had.
He went to jail.
Somebody was like, "Well," I'm like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" And the one dude was like, "Nah, even black people cancel us." I'm like, "Who?" He's like, "R. Kelly." No, it's not what happened.
Niggas ain't canceled.
Bill Cosby, nigga, he got out and literally there were parades.
That's like, what do you? Here's a good point about that, SPJ. So now, how does that argument work? Think about it. Because they tried to say, oh, they got down on Bill Cosby, but they ain't do Weinstein. Weinstein's in jail now. Bill Cosby is home. Right. So now, what does that do to your argument?
He's home being celebrated.
Being celebrated by y'all. I'm literally seeing y'all post shit on Twitter. I'm seeing y'all celebrate. I'm seeing y'all watching y'all showing screenshots of y'all watching the Cosby Show. All this shit. I'm watching y'all.
Oh, I'm sorry. There is one black person. I remember. I remember. Chrisette Michelle. She got canceled.
Yes.
Because of the Trump shit.
Yes.
And she never recovered.
No, she didn't.
What'd she say about Trump?
She didn't say nothing about nothing. She got canceled. She got canceled by us.
Yeah. Why?
Because she when he won, she was like the only black person to perform at his inauguration.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, no, she deserved that.
Yeah, black people was like, "Oh, what?
No, we ain't doing that."
But here's the sad part about that, though. It was not only because it's a very interesting parallel that I won't speak in absolutes about, but I feel how I feel. Black woman.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
So
exactly what you're saying.
Like, though I am happy that the people held her accountable, it is
very telling that she's
the one that got held
black
accountable.
Men have been got niggas like
Kelly
and
y'all know how I feel. Y'all know how I feel about Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know how I feel about Kanye.
He ain't been canceled.
Yeah. But y'all know how I feel about Kanye. Like,
yeah. Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference.
Right.
There's a dichotomy with that.
And allow me to say this needs to be known. So people might ask, because I see this gaslighting happen a lot. Why would it be such a big deal because of Trump? Well, let me give you a couple of examples why. So back in the 70s, him and his peoples was brought up on charges for discrimination about allowing people, black people, to rent places in his apartment building. All right. That's one. Number two, remember the Central Park situation?
Yep. Central Park 5. Yep.
He literally put out a goddamn was it New York Times
ad.
Yeah.
Calling for them to be killed,
prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law,
and killed. Right. So then when it comes out year after these brothers then spend all this time, it comes out with the DNA shit and everything. It wasn't them, like they said it wasn't.
Right.
He still ran his fucking mouth talking about all that must be wrong. All that's wrong. They did it.
Okay.
Now let me explain to you why that I shouldn't have to go no further than that. But let me explain to you why that would matter to somebody like me.
Proceed.
Because I grew up on the west side of Baltimore in the hood. At any given time, any given thing could happen, and you could be blamed for it and had nothing to do with it. I was literally walking down the street. I happened to be wearing the same sweatsuit as a homeboy of mine. The police stopped me and thought I was him and was about to lock me up. And if I didn't have my ID on me, it would have been a wreck for the kid. Right? So this whole thing about we all look alike, this whole thing about we all criminal, we all extra violent, that branding that they've been bandying about for the last 20 years, while mind you, we was the most violent while getting our asses whipped. While getting our asses whipped, right? Yeah, I'm going to take that personally because I'm going to put myself in the shoes of them 5 boys at that time being accused of this shit and already having the branding of the community they come from fucked up in the first place. So it's like nobody was wanting to give them the benefit of the doubt. Well, you know, they are black males. You know how they do, right? And he fed into the shit, and he never apologized for the motherfucking thing, even after DNA proved it wasn't them. So I hear the gaslighting, right? With this, well, he's not racist. I don't think he's racist. I hear the gaslighting with he did more for black people when he was in office than anybody. I hear the gaslighting, right? But please explain to me that shit right there. That's all. That's all. That's all.
So now moving on to this next story.
That was fun.
That I told you. I told Toon that I saw when he shared it with me, and I didn't put it on the show because that particular video was cringy as fuck. Yeah. I didn't expound upon that to you.
Right.
When I said it was cringy, I was not just talking about the story.
I
was also talking about that particular quote unquote news outlet.
Yeah.
And the way that they react and respond to things.
Buddy.
So when I saw it come up again with another news outlet that I actually feel like is way more credible, I was like, fuck it, let's spin the block. Let's spin the block. Folks respond to Alfonso Ribeiro saying he feels shunned by the black community. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air star believes he isn't accepted by the black community because he married a white woman. All right. First, I mean, that is kind of the gist of what he said. Let me address a couple.
He might genuinely feel that way, but I got some news for him.
Let me address a couple narratives that I saw before I get into this article.
Okay.
One of them was he don't seem to fuck with us.
True.
Listen, I ain't gonna fight that one. I've not seen Alfonso. Now, mind you, I'm saying Alfonso because I'm talking about the real life person right now.
Not Carlton Banks.
Not Carlton.
Right.
Yeah. I have not seen Alfonso necessarily do anything that could be considered pro-black. Right. Now, to be fair,
I was about to be fair to him too.
To be fair, you don't have to outwardly present as pro-black to one, be pro-black, or be with your community.
Also, allow me to say this, and this is probably one of the only defenses I will say for him. When he was in a club out there in LA, he saw Ice-T out there just back in the day with his squad. You know what I'm saying? He walked up to Ice-T like, "Yo, what's up, bro? This, that, and other." So I would feel, imagine that if he was that opposed to his community, the last person you gonna walk up, especially back then, is Ice-T.
You would be wrong potentially,
damn,
because of another story that involves the club. But I'm not going. That's a little bit later.
Okay.
So the second narrative I want to address, because I saw this also on Kevin on Stage's podcast. It's a really good podcast. It's really entertaining. But I want to correct this one because this is absolutely incorrect. The statement was, "Well, we ain't seen him do nothing black since Fresh Prince." That's incorrect.
That's incorrect.
He was also in LL Cool J's show.
Yes, he was.
In the house.
And that was a black show.
That was a black show.
We not going to do that, y'all.
There's no reason to lie.
There's no reason to lie about that, man. Yeah,
now to their defense, I don't think they were lying. They just didn't remember.
They probably didn't know.
But so we're not going to do that. There's no reason to add shit that don't. It's not real. It's a fugazi. It's a fugazi. It doesn't. Yeah. It's not real. Now I'm not about to look this up. But the other thing that is in reference to what you said, another event with him at a club,
right? He
went on this rant talking about how I'm going to leave with the best looking white girl in here type thing.
That's what's up.
Now, allow me to get to this article. Alfonso Ribeiro, known for his role as Carlton Banks on the 90s sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, said he doesn't feel accepted by the black community because he married a white woman. During the interview with Atlanta Black Star, the actor said he suspects it's because of his partner. The interviewer highlighted an episode from the 90s sitcom where Carlton was rejected from a fraternity because he wasn't black enough. The reporter
that clip has been making its rounds lately, too.
Of course. The reporter asked the television host if he experienced this type of treatment throughout his life. He said, "It still happens almost every day. Unfortunately, I am in a mixed relationship and I get things and looks and comments constantly. You're not at home in any home. I'm never going to be white and I'm never going to be fully supported in the black house. I will support any person that wants to live in a world that they want to live in. I'll support a racist person to live in a world that they want to live in. They don't have to be around me." Some took to Twitter to remind him of why he may not feel accepted by all.
Don't you love receipts?
Actually, this is what I was talking about, I think. Hold up. Let me share this.
Don't you love receipts?
I believe this might be what I was talking about. Share. Tab. Audio.
Me, because there's some hot white out here. And now, hey Alfonso, now I gotta say, listen, I have been known to fucked some white girls in my lifetime. Yeah! Okay, now I have spent my life on some TMZ, and every time you see me in a club, guess who I walk out with? Who? A lovely blonde white chick.
So, also, wait. Also, others told him that despite his beliefs, no one is concerned with him or his white wife.
Really not.
We don't care.
Really not.
Don't quite a few of us has commented. It's not that we don't accept Alfonso Ribeiro because he has a white wife. So does Jordan Peele, and we arguably support him more than any other modern black filmmaker. If you distance yourself from us, we simply pay you little to no mind.
That's all.
Two things I've never heard in my life. One, a black person ever mentioned Alfonso Ribeiro's wife. Two, Alfonso Ribeiro ever mentioning anything pertaining to Black America. Yep. Black people are the welcoming people in this country. He has a guilty conscience or just paranoid about nothing.
Yeah.
Another person, if there's one man everybody in the world knew would have a white wife, it's Alfonso Ribeiro.
Like, come on, man.
Wait.
Finish it out.
We don't care.
We don't care, dog.
Yeah, we don't care.
Like, I didn't know or care that Alfonso Ribeiro had a wife.
That's me.
But I'm not surprised. He gives very white wife energy. Next, I swear on that German chocolate cake sitting in the refrigerator downstairs that I'm going to sneak and get a slice of after my wife falls asleep, that I have never heard anyone in the black community ever say anything about Alfonso Ribeiro or his wife. This cat is delusional.
Wait. Because not only he can swear on that, and I'm going to swear on the fact that when he gets down there and it's going to be missing because I snuck in and took it and ate it my damn self, that no one cared. No one cares.
And another one, am I the only one that didn't know he was married or was not surprised he was?
I didn't even know he was married. But I don't care.
I didn't know both of those things. That he was married.
Or was not surprised she was super white when I found out he was. Although many people aren't concerned with Ribeiro or his marriage, the America's Funniest Videos host strongly believes he's been scrutinized by the black community. But Ribeiro told the Atlantic Star that at this point in his life, he can only try to be the best version of himself and continue to love everybody equally and let it fall where it falls.
So
do that. Like nobody's checking for him though. Like nobody cares.
But no, here's the thing about all of that, right? This is what I found funny. So he's saying that he feels ostracized.
Yeah.
Because he married a white woman, as if there's not other black people that marry white people all the time. Right. And they feel absolutely welcome in the community and have a good time and blah, blah, blah. Imagine. Now, if you don't feel that you've been accepted, but you don't feel like it's anything you've done or haven't done to give us the feel, I got to say to you, imagine how it feels to be a black atheist in a community that is largely religious, love themselves from Jesus.
Right.
And yet I've been in all kinds of discussions with family members, friends, their parents, this, that, and the third. And never once did I feel like the black community didn't love them.
No, because that's a separate issue.
Devin, good point. That clip though, who even talks like that? Right. Like that's, you are focused in on it and not on us. You focused. Who talks like that? That's somebody who's so focused in on that makes it a priority in their life that sees it as some sort of merit.
Yeah.
That he can date any white woman he wants. Can you so that, think about what that sounds like?
Hey.
And then try to make up a situation that we don't fuck with him because he has a white wife and nobody cares.
If you fell in love with that woman, you fell in love with that woman, right? That's the end of that discussion as far as I'm concerned. But the fact that it sounds like you fetishize white women, that is the part of the anti-black bullshit that will have us giving you the side eye.
Fair.
Because if it's just, love is colorblind to me. If it was just that, you wouldn't be making that emphasis in that video, my G.
Yeah.
This is that simple.
I do want to address one defense that I always see when these things pop up. Yeah, thank you, my guy, because you was bugging. Is the whole you can't help who you fall in love with thing.
Yes, you can.
Here's the reason why this is demonstrably false.
That's a lie.
Because you pretty much, for the most part, control those situations that are required in order to fall in love with someone.
You know why he's saying that, right, bro? They didn't watch way too much TV, way too many movies.
Yeah.
Where
real
Cupid
shit.
flew
Real
up,
shit.
hit him with the arrow, and I'm just smitten.
Because here's the thing. I know this is gonna come as a surprise to everyone.
Don't make me spit my water out, nigga.
I don't like people. So
whoa.
For real?
Yeah,
this is new for me.
It's a thing.
Damn,
it's a
like
thing. It's a whole thing.
I don't even know if we can continue to. That's
mad. Listen,
I thought you was like Mr. Congeniality and shit, fam. Like
you know better. I don't like people. I don't just pop up with new friends all the time.
No.
You can't help who you click with. Yes, you fucking can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. I make an effort to avoid humans pretty much at all costs. And in that, I don't pop up with new friends.
Right.
There's the newest friend that I have is probably from 5 years ago.
Right.
Like, that's just how.
Because in certain circles I don't walk in.
Right.
And because of that, I make choices on people. You're not really somebody I'm connecting with like that. You're not somebody. And also interest.
Mm-hmm.
When interests align,
yep,
that gives the best opportunity for friendships to emerge.
Thanks.
That's also a choice.
Yep.
I don't hang out with every photographer.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
James said you can't help. Well, people say you can't help who you click up with. I make it a effort to help that.
Right. I've made this flat out decisions through heartbreak.
Yeah.
Saying this ain't good for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I can't be with her.
Making a bad decision is still, at the end of the day, a decision.
Yeah. Yes.
Devin says there's a kernel of truth to it. Similar phrase, the heart wants what the heart wants. Not completely true, but things can slip through your defenses, so to speak. No, but that means it's not true.
Right.
It literally means it's not true. It is not true. You can't. All right. So, barring it being a coworker that you happen, this very specific, there are a few very specific circumstances that can lead to accidentally falling in love with someone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It being a coworker that you happen to have a lot of downtime with for whatever the reason may be, and things happen. All right, fine.
It's happened to me.
But that's not how that usually works.
Right.
You have to put yourself in this person's space in order to fall in love with them,
like
in order to become their friend.
I want to go and meet somebody. I'm going to go to the club or to a bar and meet. You're literally making the conscious choice to leave your house
to link up with them. Yeah.
To go find somebody new.
And anybody you happen across that night, you have the choice to continue the conversation or go about your business.
To walk away.
I think it's a coward's way out of defending yourself on whatever the situation may be. Right. If you feel like someone has a problem with you being in a relationship with this particular person, and your response is, well, you can't help, that's just you either not knowing how to defend yourself or not wanting to defend yourself.
Right.
And if it's the second one, then just don't fucking defend yourself.
Sometimes it's just
like that's what I was going to say. Like, why do you even have to? Like,
right. Like, sometimes a lot of that is mindless platitudes, yo. It's stuff that we've heard said over and over and over and over again. So it's like a reflex in these cases when people don't want to be they don't want to be seen as overly judgmental, and they toss these words out without truly thinking about the person put themselves in a situation. And like I said, going off of just that clip. He fetishizes.
He has a fetish.
Yeah. He has a fetish.
It's clear.
He made the point to let us know that that's how he rose, and nobody asked him. It's like those memes.
With a mic.
Alfonso.
He got on the stage with a mic and a live audience saying that shit. Come on, man. Come on.
I don't know how saucy he was, but nigga.
I don't think nobody asked him to say that. Nobody asked him that.
I'm fairly certain.
That's why I wish it was like, and to be fair, I'm not trying to sound like those people that be like, oh, what happened before the camera was on, I just do want to know what happened a minute before he said that shit.
Yeah, I
made him do that.
I'm interested in seeing what led up to that moment.
That's no doubt. That's no doubt.
Why did you, like, what happened that you felt like you needed to express this?
Like, fam,
was that your call to action?
Or maybe he was letting the white woman there know I'm about to leave home with one of y'all.
Like, was that your call to action?
Let me help y'all out with the call to action thing out there in TV land. This is a call. This is a call.
That's what I'm naming this episode.
Yeah, that's the name of this episode. Call to action. This is a call to action. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
Yo, my album is on Bandcamp, Spotify, and all places where music is streamed.
I hate him so much.
We have a link to our merchandise in the description.
All right.
Call to action. We
get it. We get it. We get it.
Also, was a fucking jerk. He's a fucking
bum.
For no reason. That was his call to action that night. Hey,
I got it.
White ladies, I'm available.
Yeah,
white blonde ladies specifically.
He did do that. He said that. He was specific. He's like, it's quiet for you brunettes though. But
no. He said
it's quiet for y'all.
You brunettes, you black women, you Asians, you Latinos,
all y'all. But you blondies,
it's quiet for you.
Come get some.
Blondies, it's lit for you in here. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Yo. Like,
see, that's why I didn't understand, going back some decades, I didn't understand this overwhelming love for OJ Simpson. This nigga literally got
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Howard Stern show and said, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Then he says, I'm into that Hitler thing, blonde hair, blue eye. So when he got jammed up for that shit, he did. That's it. That's it.
Clearly, I felt like an outcast. Here's the thing.
I wish I'd known you then, brother.
I didn't even know OJ did that.
I didn't know at the time. At the time, I was like, I didn't know about the
all that other stuff.
Hitler comment back then. I've heard since, but back then I didn't know about the Hitler comment. So when this was happening and everybody was like, "Oh no, OJ, blah blah," I'm like, why? He killed the woman.
Yeah, why now?
and her boyfriend. Like,
yo,
I know she was his wife, but still,
killing his wife wasn't enough for y'all. But the Hitler comments what took the cake. Right.
Well, no, it was worse than that. They didn't care about any of that.
Yeah,
all he had to do was put on a dashiki over his Armani suit when he went to Bethel AME Church after he got out, and they cheered him. And the whole time, literally the whole time, I had family members mad at me because I wouldn't tell the party. I'm like, he's fucking guilty. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He cut her head off. What are you talking about? And they was mad because I wasn't willing to fall in line with this idea that he couldn't have possibly done it. Right. I said, so niggas don't kill?
Did you see the shit that he did where he was like if I did it, bro, listen, fam, nah, dude.
No, listen, only OJ can get away with some shit like that. How do you there's no statute?
He said that, and it's worse than you think, because they went with the cops set him up stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is
how much I love. You know how much I love to catch cops fucking up, right?
Yeah.
But the problem with him saying they was out to get him was that we also have reports that before all of this, when OJ had many friends on the police force, and when he would see some woman in a car that he was interested in, he'd write down a license plate and call his cop buddies to do a run on the tags so they could find out who and what she was, see whether or not he could stage a meeting or some shit.
Right.
Now, I got to tell y'all something. This might come as a complete shock to everybody.
I hate you.
I don't have any cop friends that would do that for me.
Oh, you don't?
Not a one. And I'm here to ask all of you, do you have any cop friends that help you with your dating?
Nah, fam.
Not in that way.
So I gotta say, it sounded a little weird to me when they went with that trope after reading that. And I told these people, I said, yo, so right now as we speak, while OJ is getting all this press, the brother Mumia is locked up.
Shouts to him.
He's locked up for fighting for our community.
Yep.
Right. This man don't give a fuck
about us
at all, right?
No.
And you're cheering him. I said, so let me give you an example that maybe y'all could relate to. There's Jesus and there's Barabbas.
Right.
Barabbas was an asshole.
Right.
He was an asshole.
That's a fact.
Jesus was coming around saying good shit.
Right. Both of them.
Pontius Pilate was like, which one? Which one? Which one? And them niggas said, we want Barabbas free.
Right.
What should I do with the guy that was feeding y'all with fishes and telling y'all and spitting some dope ass lyrics to y'all this whole time?
It's quiet for him.
He said, "No, I wish it was quiet." No, they said, crucify.
Right.
Crucify.
Death sentence. Literally.
Death sentence.
Yeah, they murdered.
I said, yo, so now I'm using an analogy to the thing that I think you would relate to the most.
Right.
This nigga don't care about us.
He was on some bullshit.
He was on some bullshit.
He was the thief.
He was the thief.
Can I say something though? Like, why is it like every time a black celebrity, especially when it's a male celebrity, whenever they get caught doing something or charged with some shit, the black community always comes to their defense, and there's this conspiracy,
Back up, my guy.
Oh, and there's this conspiracy that like they're out to get him or whatever.
Well, it's a couple of reasons for that. All of them aren't good. Some of them are understandable. Some of them are trash. The understandable part of it is there's a history in this country of black men being locked the fuck up for shit they did not do and accused of shit. So that's a portion of it, right? It's a portion of it. You know what
also,
the other thing
people
is?
Be fans.
People be fans as a motherfucker. That's part of the
hero worship.
But what I'm saying is like
hold up, there's yet another part.
Instances where there's like blatant proof that this person did this.
Doesn't matter,
but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Because here's
the
other thing.
Fuck out of here.
Being a man, being a man comes with this might shock everybody. Being a man comes with a certain amount of privileges. Period. Regardless of what racial background you are.
Shit.
So some people are going to excuse certain behavior from men. For instance, when it comes to their interactions with women, there's a lot of toxic bullshit that happens that all men, at least if they've never been a part of it, they know that the shit happens.
Yeah,
but they've been socialized to believe, oh, that's a small thing. Wow. Did you ask the woman, was it small?
Right.
Like when she came to work that day and you tried to put your whole forearm up her ass and you thought that was cool. Did you ask her? Was it cool? Was she embarrassed? Was she violated? No. Because
you gotta ask? You gotta ask first?
Apparently so.
Oh.
Because they can't just use the common sense thing to say, yo, you touched somebody else's person without their permission. And stop. That's it.
But you know how true
somebody else without their permission.
You know how true that shit is? Like niggas be like violating women all the time. Like my homegirl literally sent me a screenshot of this dude like for 3 days, like just talking mad shit to her. Like on the span of 3 days. I was like, wow, like dudes do this?
Yeah, come on, nigga. Yes, they do.
It's weird. It's the strangest thing to see.
No, I wish it was strange, but it's not. It's
well, it's not strange to them. Like women are used to that shit, and I think that it sucks that they got to go through that.
It's quite the norm.
That's just
and no, this ain't me saying I wasn't guilty of dumbass shit. I did dumbass shit, especially as a kid.
Yeah,
couldn't tell me shit,
child, but not as a grown ass.
Once you get to be a grown ass man, though, like
you gotta cut the shit, fam.
But they don't, and they'll defend niggas that do shit. Oh, like literally, like you said earlier, there's proof, there's evidence. That don't fucking matter. Not if they proof. Yeah, now if they think the
It don't
offense
matter.
wasn't an offense, if they think
that part,
that don't
Yeah.
matter. So
Oh,
what
you-
he did
you-
it. It's
oh,
not
oh,
that they
you-
don't think he did it. So what he did it. It's not a big
Oh, you
deal.
sexually harassed her? So what? I do that shit every day. And
Well, no,
what's
but
the
it's,
big
they
deal?
don't consider it sexual harassment.
Right. They don't consider it that.
No, I get that, but that's what it is. I was just being,
And then
I
it's
was
a
being funny
shame
with it.
because it's a shame because they do this conditionally. Because if the same shit that you're talking about there had happened with their mama,
Yeah,
with
they
their
be going
daughter,
off.
with
Yeah.
their sister. But now I've gotten to the point where I don't believe that anymore with some of you niggas.
True.
I think that's lips. Y'all saying that as a way to cushion your ass take. You know
Yeah, I
what I'm
think they
saying?
would cop police for
Yo,
that
you know,
shit.
because I love black. When they start with the preference, I love black women. I go, okay, let me hear you about to tell me something you don't love right now.
James is raising his hand. I'm not sure if that's because he loves black women too, or
did you just wait? No, did you just use ass as the adjective
Yes,
to the
I do it
adjective
all
of?
the time.
Hold on, no,
Every
stop.
Every
Did you
time.
stop. Did you just use ass as
Some
an
ass
adjective to the word ass that was an adjective to
Yes.
the? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And pay close attention because I'm going to do it again. And you must have been paying attention before because I do it all the time.
Ass.
That's ass shit.
Okay. Okay.
I'm tired
English
of him.
is stupid. English is stupid, and you're not helping.
It's flexible. We prefer
Two things can be true.
I don't ever expect Toom to help with a lot of things. Man.
Hey, shut.
No, you're right
hole.
about that. There's really no way.
Shut
that.
Shutty.
Oh,
God damn it. This guy.
So yeah, Alfonso, it's not that we don't fuck with you, it's that we feel you don't fuck with us.
Yeah.
Like you don't fuck with us, B. So like look, I want you to do your little what's that? Coca-Cola Pepsi moonwalk back with shit away from us with that bullshit. We don't care. We don't care about who you married.
Wait, he hosts America's Funniest Home Videos, right?
Yes.
All right, keep doing that, my guy. Like, we ain't tripping over you, bro.
I mean, he does though. I mean,
no, I'm saying just keep doing that. We don't care about you, bro. Like, do your thing, dog. Nobody cares.
Black people stop watching it because YouTube exists.
Yeah, that's basically a lot of shows got canceled because
which is
YouTube
funny.
came along.
Which is funny how MTV is able to circumvent that because ridiculousness is literally the same thing, but
yes, it is.
It's one of the highest rated shows.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know what's going on with that either. I mean, YouTube is on 24/7.
Yeah.
And I will say a lot of the stuff that I used to go to TV for, I don't go to TV for that anymore.
Word.
Particularly travel shit. I dare you to go on the Travel Channel now. It's garbage. And allow me to repeat this once again, just in case anybody hears this. You give us a bag,
a
budget.
I was
and multi-world will present to you actual travel shows that'll be fun, that'll be edgy. Give us the bag. That's all we need. That's all we need is the bag.
Cha-ching.
Oh, by the way, we need something else too. We need for the rest of you. I was about to say something really ass.
Hey, yo, relax.
Yeah,
relax.
Come
man.
on,
damn, B.
B. Save it for the songs, my guy.
For real, dog.
We're gonna need the rest of y'all to stop making the world so trash with disease that we can't even go nowhere and shit closes up again before we get a chance to even do it. So we can do these travel shows. That's we're gonna need the rest of y'all to do.
Oh, okay,
help us,
for sure.
Help us with that. But the name I was about to call him was about to be so fucked up.
I thought you was about to jump out the window.
Chill. He was about to jump out the window. Yeah, no. So
the stairs is right there, dude.
The stairs is always right there, though.
I can't say.
Oh, clearly,
I'm
legally blind. I want to do something. Because I often get accused of trolling.
Whoa.
Particularly,
here we go. Here we go with this shit again.
Whoa.
Why are we back here?
Particularly adequate.
Why are we
and
back
I don't.
here?
Nothing could be further from the
Eddie,
truth. I love.
Do we
Huh?
ever accuse him?
I love this man. Like
not
this is Big
accused,
Bro right
It's
here.
more like a truthful thing.
What you mean? What?
Like like when you do something and then somebody
Just
says
let me
that
do
you're
this.
doing it.
No,
Like-
you're looking at me, my guy.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
He's talking to
Just
you.
let me do this. I'm just
All
trying.
right, my bad, fam.
God, I often get accused of trolling, particularly adequate. So I just felt like it would be a good idea to let the people listening hear something.
Right.
I just it was in my spirit today.
Oh goodness gracious!
Oh my God, this is gonna be nuts.
So I'm just gonna let them. I'm just gonna let them hear this because they may potentially be interested at some point, potentially in the future, potentially, maybe. I at this rate, I'm not sure, but
Right.
Wow. What are you doing?
huh? No, I'm just letting the people know. Like, I had this really nice beat that I made.
Wow. Wow.
I'm just letting the people know.
Wow.
I got this really nice beat that I made.
That's what we're doing.
And it would be great if like the world could get to hear like this beat, but like with words on top of it. I think y'all agree, right?
I agree. So
Yeah, same. But you're gonna pay for this, right? You know that, right? You know you don't fucked up, right? All right. This is
I'm just saying. I feel like it's a good beat.
No, it is. This is fire.
Like
It's fire
it.
as fuck.
Like
But
it.
you know what it is?
what is?
I'm not comfortable recording here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, let me.
but
help you out.
But what I'm going to do, I'm going to tune all that shit out and get it done.
Let me help you out. All right, so you say that you're not comfortable there,
Mhm.
and I get that. When I first moved here, for 2 years I haven't been comfortable.
I have a solution, but I don't think you're gonna like it. It's the same solution I always give you, and you always say no. So no,
punch somebody.
no,
No.
punch
people.
Yeah, I listen. I feel like at some point,
if I do, I'm going to jail, fam. And then
all
you're
right,
gonna
shit.
be like,
All right, maybe that's
what?
all right, maybe not. No, maybe not then. All right, let's take that off the table. Go ahead, Tim. Go.
No, what I'm saying is,
please,
bro, you gotta kind of get past that part of it. Now, here's the thing: your room has a door.
True.
Just close.
That's not.
But that's not the only thing.
That's
No,
not.
That's the only thing.
listen. Yes, it is.
Nah.
Listen.
Nah.
I'm
Like,
with you
there's
on
always
this.
Where I'm recording, I'm recording currently has no
That's
door.
true. He doesn't have a
So
door.
people
All right,
can
okay.
go
All
up and
right.
down. You have a
Relative.
door.
All right, Eddie. I will say this. I'm with you on this one, except I forgot that one detail.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm
don't
saying,
have a door.
plus there's just always people here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo,
Duh.
yeah, like it's
Nigga.
yeah. So
I feel that, my guy, because people, there's
it's just
nothing.
different. I have to find like the time, but I could just
Yo,
do it and get it done. You know what I mean?
There is
But I just don't
nothing
wanna,
that gets me out of the mood to create more than people.
Yeah. And when I get off work, like I literally chill in my car until like 8-9 o'clock, and then I just go upstairs, eat, and then go to sleep. Straight up.
I would like to throw back on the table the idea of punching people. I understand. Listen, hear me out.
But jail is real, fam, and like I'm in the South, fam. Like they gonna put me under.
Hear me out.
Would you say jail is real?
Jail is real. Hear me out. Or you could not go to jail.
Oh, like punch them and run. I mean, I've done shit like that before in the past. Hit niggas and dip.
I mean,
but like all my shit's here though. You feel me?
Pack everything up in the back of that.
Bro, do you see all this shit? That shit is not fitting in my 2-door at all, fam.
I'm just saying, my guy.
That shit would have to be preemptive as hell, fam. Like,
All right. Well, I mean, listen.
No, I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna just learn to like just
start
focus on what I gotta focus on. You know what I mean?
Punching people.
The worst advice ever, fam.
Yo, it is the only thing I have.
I mean,
it's my one move.
You gotta do better, fam.
It's my one move, my guy.
Bro, you're like Yoda when it comes to everything else. Now you just ratchet nigga from the block.
I'm just saying, yo, like it's my one move that I have left. I don't
fuck.
Because I feel.
Hold on.
What you're like, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
So like, none of my rational.
It's going to help.
Ideas actually, yeah. So
I get it.
I get it. Swing, like
I hear you, but I'm just not going to take the advice. But I do.
No, you listen. It is my advice that you ignore that advice.
Yeah. Oh, dog, already there, bro.
Yeah, but at the same time, just punch.
Yeah,
people.
I mean, it be in my mind though.
Good.
I do because I do consider it. I consider it.
As long as we're there, I'm happy with that. We're part of the way. We're part of the way there.
Yeah.
A lot of times, I'm sure people have plans to do things, and then they decide that they're going to do it, and then they start to implement it, and it just doesn't happen. So, we can have this be one of those things right now. We can say that you're going to do it, and then
I consider it.
Right, but what I'm saying is, you can say that you're going to do it. I'm not telling you to say you're going to do it. I'm saying you could have the idea like, yep, I'm about to do it. And then just not.
Yeah. That's probably what most likely will happen though.
Yeah, because it's really not helpful.
Yeah, because jail is important, Well, not
it might help.
Not important like, yo, you got to go to jail. Like, no, like, don't do that. Like,
yeah, away from it's probably not a good idea. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, it's never a good
for
idea.
Anybody, particularly a black man.
Yeah, I just know people like call cops out here, so
Is there any way there's a way you can stop them from calling the cops, but that's going way too far.
Yeah, then I gotta break phones and shit.
That's going way too far, and I would never recommend that live on air.
I'm a very lazy person, and like that's just
so you're gonna let laziness get in the way?
You damn right. To avoid going to jail.
Yeah. No, to not avoid going. I mean, to avoid going to jail.
But that's more steps. But that's more steps, though. Like,
so what you're saying is, don't do the first thing, so you don't have to do the rest of them.
Exactly.
It is. That's it.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not. But that doesn't. That doesn't help.
It doesn't help you, but it will help me because I'm in jail. So
no, it helps you too.
Nah,
you get rid of your problem.
Then he gets more problems. He's in jail.
But not if he does the other things to stop.
Hey, but the thing is, like they know what I look like and all that.
I feel like I'm saying too much. Like,
yeah, you are.
I'm trying to avoid saying the one thing, but
no, it's cool. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got to write the first song.
Hey,
you know the vibes.
I'm just saying, like it. You're in a serious dilemma that I appreciate, and like I said before, none of my logical answers to solve this problem will probably work. So the only thing I'm left with is that again, I don't think that it's that simple, but I understand your point of view since you don't have one to close.
Yeah,
so
I get that. Okay.
And look, and also, it's not like they don't know you rap.
No, it's not about that. It's about caring.
It's about him.
Like, it's about consideration and shit. You know what I mean? Like, people.
You can't expect that out of people.
Yeah, and then plus I don't want to ask people to be when you know what I mean.
So
like,
do they just walk in your room with impunity?
Oh no, nobody come with my shit. No,
Facts. No. Talk that shit, my guy.
Close your door.
But
close your door.
No, I keep my door closed open. Nobody just walk up in my shit.
Good. So that means
no, it's just like
everything else is psychological, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm working on. Definitely. I just need to get out of that shit.
Hey yo, first Biddy said, "Good stream, guys." Then Marissa says, "Just want to say, y'all have been to breakfast with us." And now getting the car service with us, Black Culture Geeks everywhere.
Oh my God.
Hilarious.
Yo, listen. I understand. And I need you to start punching people.
I like the advice that you gave me last night.
Keep your door
better.
closed.
But
no, not last night. The other day, like it was way better.
But that's
When
not.
was like, just
that's not for public consumption. That's not for public consumption.
But they don't know what that means, though.
Okay,
They know what consumption means. What are you talking about? These people aren't intelligent.
Exactly. Let's
talking about over here?
Let's that.
With all that. What are you talking about?
No, I like I said, I was.
Devin, I feel the
If you
same
wanna
way.
bring-
As long as it's not the middle of the night or something, because even when I get in those things where I'm writing, but I want to put this down, I still got to restrain my vocals because it's late, and I don't
Right.
be waking the whole house up. Right,
Nigga,
as long as it's not the middle of the night.
So pretty much, if it's once 10 o'clock comes,
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, yeah, I
that's a
probably.
fact.
Well,
shouldn't.
I kind of lied. The only person that be like popping up in my shit is Bagheera. That's it.
I mean, listen, you're not throwing hands with him.
You ain't.
Oh no. I'm gonna lose that one.
Yeah.
He's buns, but I think if I started
put
throwing
some
hands
noise,
on him, he'll fuck
put
me
some
up.
noise reduction. Look, just put some noise reduction on the vocal track. Just see what you gonna do.
I mean, listen, are we going to get into this conversation?
No, not here. No.
Not here. Okay. Hey, yo, Toom, shut that shit down so quick with the quickness, fam.
We're not doing
But-
it. We're not doing it.
I just the frustration that I feel for you is why that is my response. There's
No,
nothing
no.
Right.
there's nothing else I can do.
Right.
But to be honest, things have been like getting like a little bit better. Like as far as like my approach to shit, you know what I mean? I just stay out
That's
the
the only
way
thing you can
more,
control.
you know what I mean? And try to find ways to not be as much as possible. But this weekend, like I'm at the crib like pretty much because I'm just
Chilling.
tired. Yeah, I'm tired. as
But
fuck.
chilling as well. You've been getting some good rest.
Yeah, dog. Much
Yeah.
needed.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day. I mean, other things have to happen too, but
Yeah,
that's
true.
That's a start.
I'm just trying to make sure I'm taking care of myself. You know what I mean?
Thanks. Yo,
While eating fucking
nah,
salt and
you
vinegar
take- you
chips.
take care of that bag though, my guy.
I'm
That's-
sorry, dog. Next time I put it, I just pour a lot
Yo,
of
just
all
have
the
them
flavors
out.
and stuff.
Yeah, right.
So not only
Have
doesn't
them-
he listen, he doesn't hear. So
Hey, listen, sir.
look, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
You don't
it's-
have to though. You don't have to.
That's a fact. That's facts.
I'm sick of both of you.
Yeah.
We know.
And with that, look, we're at the 3-hour mark. So I think we about to call this wraps.
Absolutely.
We want to thank all of you once again for coming and joining us on the Saturday Morning Cartoons, aka the Black Culture Geeks.
Yeah.
Your continued engagement helps us continue to keep the show going. Your feedback and the things that you say actually add to the content, so we appreciate you.
Wait, real quick. I'm realistically and legitimately
Mhm.
not concerned, curious as to whether they'll try to copyright me on either the Lauren verse or the beat that I just played.
If they haven't hit you
Especially
with
since
one yet, I don't think so. I think you might be good.
especially since though the beat that I just made is literally it's mine.
It's yours. Yeah.
Yes.
They
So,
do be
yeah,
doing that fuck shit though.
They
Right.
do, but
I remember
they
they done
usually
that
do
with
it
Toon before.
if you already if it's already been distributed.
It's not.
Right. So I wouldn't worry about it.
Word.
Jaded.
Jaden, watch his feces fly. What they do, my guy.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I was saying, we really appreciate all of you. And those of you that are listening to this on the different podcast platforms and such, you really should be here every Saturday
Yeah.
at 11 a.m. Eastern time to watch the show, because while you might be enjoying it in the audio, there's a different layer of it when you can actually see us and also engage with the people that are watching. So
Yeah.
that's always good. So yeah, Special Space says have a good week and get that Patreon up, Tombstone. We got you. We working on it. Also, let me give a quick shout out, since he's here now too, to the Jaded One. Go check out the Jaded Nerds channel.
Yo, Keith, stay available for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Jaded.
Check out his Jaded Nerd YouTube channel. He does the Celebrity Gossip Beat, and he also now has another channel where he does tutorials and things for Photoshop. And I wish I could remember the name of the damn channel, but I can't because it's fresh and new.
Hey yo, Keith, drop the link in the comments.
Yeah, drop the link in the comments. Also, don't forget the Metas and Mutant Show with me and Super Side Guy.
Yeah, Cyrus the Virus.
Talk about comic books and comic book movies and all of this stuff. You can find that anywhere podcasts are played. Also, don't forget, Adequate has a show, the Addie's Game Room. He streams almost every day. You can find that on his Facebook page of the same name and his YouTube channel of the same name. And of course, Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, the Rise Podcast with me and my esteemed host, Coach Squeeze. We talk about boxing, politics, sports, and all of that other stuff. Go check that out every Sunday as well, and be on the lookout for the Extropy and Entropy comic book that is coming soon, and that's what Special Space was talking about, the Patreon for that.
So, Keith, check your messenger right now, brother.
Check your messenger, please. So with that, for my man SPJ,
you
and Adequate, I am Tombstone the Dead Man, and for the greater multi-world entertainment family, we are out. It's called Jaded University. Jaded University. Go check out Jaded University.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah. Peace out.
Peace.